Hello everybody. I'm gonna do a quick mic check, as always. So I'll hear myself. You'll hear me twice. Hello everybody. I'm gonna do. All right, looks good. Sounds good. How's it going? All right, so this stream, I'm switching it up and using NeoFly. And I've mentioned NeoFly a few times. It's the free Microsoft Flight Sim career add-on. So the other ones that I've used on the stream so far were Skypark, which is a paid one, which is a paid add-on for like $30 or so US dollars. And then I also did On Air Company, which is kind of the most in-depth of them all, I think, though NeoFly is a pretty good contender, but On Air Company is a subscription fee. So NeoFly is totally free. But you may notice this donate button here. I just did this just to get access to some of the extra things. So one of the cool things they have in NeoFly that sets it apart from the other ones are search and rescue missions. And they have you land in places like you see in these screenshots. So like open fields or on streets, and the added things here, like the plane wrecks, the ambulances, the shipwreck, these kind of things that you see are things that you donate to get access to these. So it's like a scenery add-on. Hey Syed, what's up, man? Welcome back. So anyway, I donated to right before I started this just to get access to these. So we'll see these if I do some of the search and rescue missions. Hey, Mad Merlin. Search and rescue. I can't talk. I'm getting made fun of on the side here. And so NeoFly, so I think to summarize my experience with NeoFly versus the rest, NeoFly is free, which is amazing. It's kind of crazy that it's free because it's really good. The downs, that's one of the pluses. It also has search and rescue missions. They just added this advertising, like you hook a tow banner and you fly an advertising banner as a new mission type. Like they just added that within the last week, I think. So that's really cool. The downside, I think the only downside really is like the interface. It's kind of complicated, just like On Air Company is. I think Skypark is still the easiest to use, but NeoFly also has some more hardcore modes to it. They have this mode where if you crash, your pilot is considered dead and your entire profile is lost. Like it's just gone. It's like the most hardcore mode in any of these. So you can turn that off, of course, but it's like the craziest part of this is that you can set it so if you crash, your entire profile is just gone, which is totally insane. I might turn that on for this stream just because it'd be funny if I crashed and lost everything. And I'm gonna just start a brand new profile or a brand new pilot career, just to show you guys how to start it. And then you can see all the features here that they list. The guy that develops this has been adding so much stuff. Actually, all the career mode mods I've played so far, Skypark, On Air Company, and NeoFly, they're all updated like on a weekly basis, which is awesome. So you can't really go wrong for any of them. Something NeoFly has that Skypark doesn't as well, that it makes it more like On Air Company, is you can see here fuel management and fuel auto load. So, and they also expect payload to be loaded as well. Skypark is the most lax on those things. You don't have to manage your fuel. You don't have to add the cargo at all. But in On Air and in NeoFly, you have to actually add the cargo. So the weights and balances are different and your fuel capacity is different. You can't have 100% fuel and be taking like hundreds and hundreds of pounds of cargo without compromising on your fuel as well, how much fuel you're loading. So anyway, that is part of NeoFly as well. Anyway, this is the site neofly.net. And then what I did was I went to this perks section, and these are the optional things. So these are like, this is how the developer makes some money to support all his work. I think it's just one guy that makes this, but I could be wrong. But they have this event section. So there's sounds and random events that happen when you're flying. So it says you may hear dispatch informing you of an event. It'll happen randomly. They may ask you to change your airport because of a passenger that's sick. and things like that. And you can decide whether to divert or not. So that's kind of another just unique thing in NeoFly that isn't really in the other mods, the other add-ons. And they also added FBOs. So I haven't used these at all yet, but they do have some kind of FBO management. So you can like sell fuel and do stuff like that. But it looks like you manage your own missions that way. So like if you want to make an FBO, I think it's almost like making kind of like your own like charter company or something, like your own private freelance airliner where you can choose what missions you're doing, as opposed to FBOs and on-air company, which are more like sell fuel to other players and do maintenance for other players. And then here's the mission scenery. So this is what I just showed, where it has like the ambulances and stuff. So it has all these custom objects that are in the world. So you just install this like a flight sim plugin to add these extra objects. So for crashes and rescue missions. So we'll take a look at those today. And then, yeah, it's like $20 to get all that stuff. He has like a package deal right there. So for the price of, one marketplace add-on in Microsoft Flight Sim, you get all that stuff, which is nice. All right, and cool, let's go in. So I started up NeoFly here. Let me close this actually, and I'm gonna start a brand new profile. And one downside on the stream, unfortunately, is that I can't show the pop-up menus that come up. So a lot of the interactions you do on NeoFly, you right click and a little context menu comes up. Those do not come through on the stream. So you won't see them, but I'll just describe what the options are. It's just like when you interact with things, you right click and say like, accept this mission or something like that. So let me show you the main interface really quick. All right, so when you first start it, you get this window. So this is kind of like your login window. This is where you manage your different pilots. So you can see I just have my KIP pilot down here. So that's the one I used for a bit, but I'm gonna make a new one for the stream. So then up here in the top section, you make your new pilot. So I'm just gonna put my stupid call sign, 21 Kilo India Papa. And then ICAO, you put in the airport that you want to, as your home base. So that's where your pilot will start, and you'll do all of your flights from there to start. So I actually I was thinking about doing Florida. It looks like there might be a lot of clouds, but we'll try our luck and start in Florida. This Arcadia Municipal Airport, X06, I have like an add-on that I thought was really cool in the marketplace. So I'm gonna fly out of there just to take a look at the add-on airport. So back here, I'm just gonna put in X-Ray 06. So that's my home base where I start. And you don't change that per flight. You can transport your pilot, but this is just when you're making a new pilot. You put in your home base airport here. And then you can choose between just 3 starter airplanes. So you can pick between the 152, the Skyhawk 172, the G1000, or the X-Cub. So I'm gonna choose the Skyhawk. The 152, I want the avionics, so I'm gonna go with the Skyhawk. And then the X-Cub, for you guys that I know the X-Cub's really popular, you can also start with that. And it has the Garmin G3X Touch avionics in it, which are also really cool. And then here, this profile section right here is pretty new, as of, I don't know, a few updates ago, but there used to just be one game mode, and now they've split it up and have a couple different game modes. So custom's the default, which is, I think you can customize it at any point. So you can always change these options, but there's 2 presets. One is Pro, and Pro, you can't see this tooltip that's coming up when I mouse over it, but it says the plane and location and it says Pro mode, plane, location, and missions are set and disabled. I don't know what that means actually. Survival mode still customizable, and then survival is like sim rate, no slew, no crashing, and there's death, permadeath if you crash. So just for the sake of the stream for today, I'm gonna do survival mode because it could be because it's gonna be stressful. So why not? So as soon as you hit add, it says pilot added, and this whole thing disappears, and then you'll find your new pilot down at the bottom. So once you make a pilot, go to the bottom where it says select pilot, and then you can hit start. And then it takes a minute to generate the contracts or whatever it's doing in the background. So it's been doing that since I clicked that button, and then it'll pop up with the app in a second. I'm just waiting for it to open back up. And it'll open back up into the main interface. This is taking longer than normal, actually. It's normally, oh, there it comes. Wait, what just happened? No, it's still not up. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna restart it. I don't know why it's not up. Okay, let's try this again. So I'm choosing the new pilot and hitting start. It's funny, I literally just did this before I started the stream and it worked fine, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, now it's starting. All right, let me... There we go. All right, so this is the interface. This is a little intimidating looking, and this is one of the downsides to NeoFly is just the interface is just takes some getting used to. It's pretty spreadsheet looking. So I like to try to make the left side big like this. You can resize it. And here in the top left, this is like the main section, which is mission in the top left. And this is where all the missions are listed for you. And all the origins are our home base airport, you can see. So X-Ray 06, you can see as the destination or as the origin for all of these. And then there's a whole row of things up here at the top. So you start with experience points and you like level up as you do missions, and those will unlock more mission types for you. And then you earn money. You can also like take out loans if you want to switch to another plane really quickly. You can do that. There's a finance tab here at the top. So you could go here and choose one of these loans at the very bottom. And if you right click on one of these, or sorry, if you, where is it? Yeah, if you right click on one of these, you can't see the menu, but there's a little context menu that pops up and it says execute loan. So you can choose any of these loans based on the interest rate and how much money they'll give you. That's a quick way to get a plane that you want. So you can just like, here's a $3.9 million loan you can take if you really want to grab like a turboprop or something like that. And as far as I know, there's no renting of planes in this. You have to own the plane that you're flying. So in our hangar here at the top, you just see the Skyhawk that they give us first. And you can, again, set your tail number here if you want. That'll change the tail number. I think that changes it in the sim when you load in. And then here it'll show you, what category it is. So it's category A, so a light aircraft, where the location is. And then here it has our airframe hours, how much fuel we have on board and our max. And then here is where you buy and sell fuel. So I think wherever you are in the world, like any airport you're at, you always have access to add fuel. So you don't have to worry about there being fuel available where you are. It's just always available. And then here, this is really useful for finding what missions we're kind of qualified for, our range, our max payload, and our max passengers. So we need to take those into account when we're picking missions. Obviously, we can't take 50 people. All right, so I'm gonna go back to mission up here, the top left. And then I want to start with one of the like search and rescue ones because they're what make NeoFly really unique. So you can filter for those up here in this drop down. And again, sorry, the drop downs don't show up on the stream, but there's a whole list. There's like a dozen types here: passengers, cargo, VIP, emergencies, illicit missions, search and rescue, and so on. So I can filter by those. I can also filter by passengers here. So I can put in 3, and then I can check the box next to it to make sure that we don't get missions with more than 3 passengers. So here, if I click to sort by passengers, you can see we only have a maximum of 3 passengers. And then at the very top, there's these other filters too. So this one says search missions matching our rank. So I think these should be on by default because it's basically limiting by your XP, I think, like what you're allowed to do. And then search missions matching your plane, also good to turn on so you don't get any missions that make no sense for the plane you're flying. And then here, this last little option is generate missions with only hard surface, so no grass, but we're not interested in that. We're okay with landing in grass today. All right, and then to get started, all we have to do is figure out what mission we want. So right here, we can sort by pay, can sort by experience earned for doing it. So if I sort by pay, you can see this drop zone mission right here, 11,000. Oh, it's cool, Syed. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for dropping by again, dude. Have a good day. Have a good night. So here, X-ray 06 to drop zone. So these have specific drop zones. You have to land within 2 nautical miles from a specific latitude and longitude. So if you click on these, you can see it shows on the map here, your origin, which is down here, and then your destination. So it's up here, like we have to land up here in this place, the Robinson Preserve, somehow land within 2 miles of this location to do this mission. So it says land wherever you can. There's a little tooltip that, again, you can't see. Sorry about that. It says land wherever you can on the landing zone to bring the medic. So it's actually within 2 miles of that landing zone. So we need to fly over here and land somewhere in this reservoir area to be within 2 miles of that point in the water right there. And then so here's another example of that from the same spot. And then down in this region, we have to land down. Oh, sorry, that's our origin. So up here is where we need to land. So it's like, looks like it's on a road actually here on this Park Lake Road near this highway up here. So we have to figure out when it lands right over here. So let's start with that one. So what I can do is just right click on the mission, and there's a menu that shows, and the first option is fly. So I just click fly, and it takes us over here to the flying tab. So this third tab at the top that says flying, it's your current mission type or your current mission that you've selected. And then here you can see all these red dots. This is basically showing us all the requirements before we're allowed to start this mission. So first of all, it needs a connection to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm going to hit connect and fly. And so you'll see a bunch of things light up green. So it says that it has the connection, which is good. So it knows about our flight sim. We have the right aircraft. It says green if the plane is at the departure arrival airport. I haven't loaded in yet, so I'm not sure why it's green, but I'm going to go over here now and load in. So we're choosing the Skyhawk, and something about this mission that's unique is, it's not giving us an airport to go to. So we need to plan a flight that goes to that latitude and longitude. And we can do that in the world map. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So what I want to do is look at the mission and find the coordinates. So the coordinates are right here. It's really small for you to see, but it says 27.91. It's really small for me to see. Negative 81.5. So what I can do is put in the search box up here, you can put in any latitude and longitude you want to make a custom waypoint. So I can put 27.91, comma, negative 81.50. And you see it comes up with this custom pin. And I click that pin, and now it drops that pin right there. And I'm going to set that as my arrival. So now in our GPS, we'll have a GPS flight plan directly to that location so we can find it. If you don't do that, it would be pretty hardcore, but you would really have to navigate just based off other landmarks and nav aids, right? So you could fly near to this airport and then figure out, that you have to go east of there a certain amount of miles. So I could set this as my departure, for example, see how many miles it is, do something like that, or triangulate between a few of these waypoints to figure it out. But this is the easiest way to do it, is just to put in a custom GPS marker by latitude and longitude. All right. And then sometimes one downside to NeoFly is the liveries. If you choose a custom livery, I've noticed sometimes it doesn't detect the right plane within NeoFly, and there are ways to get around it. You can change the settings for it to work, but for me, I don't really want to deal with that. So I just use the default livery for whichever plane I'm flying, just to make sure that there's no mismatch there. Okay, so that's loading in the background. And the next thing we're just waiting for is when we load in, what we have to do is make sure that we load the right weight on our plane once we load into the sim. We could have done that in the world map, but I'm going to do it within the... I'm teasing. I'm making hand signals when I'm talking, and I'm getting teased by the real piloting command that's in the room. So one thing you have to do is see, right, it's really small. Sorry that it's so tiny here, but it says current payload 340, due 360. So the due means we need, that's the payload that is due to be set. We have to set that before it'll let us take off. So this is, unlike Skypark, you have to do this stuff. So, you actually have the differences in weight and balance when you use NeoFly. So to do that, we go up here. We can do this in the world map if we go to the weights and balances menu before loading in. But if you load in first, you can go to fuel here, and fuel has both fuel and weight and balance. So NeoFly will automatically manage the fuel for you. So don't worry about the fuel. You can see it's at 48%. Normally it's at 50. So NeoFly is already managing that. But then here for payload, we have pilot, co-pilot. You can see down here, our payload total is 340 pounds on this third line down here. And we need that to say 360. So you can see the motor is off, so it's red, so we haven't started up yet. So that's fine that that's red. But you can see for payload, it says it's red because the current payload's 340. It needs to be 360. So it doesn't matter how you do this. I'm just gonna add another 20 pounds to our co-pilot's weight, not my own, of course.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. A plane has just crashed. Bring the doctor to the crash site.
So then you hear the voice come on. That's basically telling you you're ready to fly. So it said you need to bring the doctor to the crash site. So back here, you can see we have a green now under payload because it says current payload 360, and that's what's due. So we set it correctly because our total payload, adding those 20 pounds, you can add them anywhere. Just as long as the total is 360 for this mission. So we're good there. And when that voice comes on, and we have all greens except for the motor, so we're about to start that on, so we'll be good then. So then we know that we're good to go. So then down here also in the log, it says it confirms our mission type. We have to land less than 2 nautical miles from that waypoint we put in. And then we have right here, it says waiting for engine start at X-ray 06. So that's where we're at. All right, so now we're just gonna get the engine started. I'm gonna do my usual of using the assisted checklist to save time. I always mention this, but the assisted checklists are up here under the AI control menu. You can do checklist assist. If you have that on, then these sweet orange buttons will be here, or yellow buttons, sorry, will be here. So before starting engine, so I'm just gonna do the first few checklists, and then we're gonna go over there. And I'm also going to turn on AI for manage radio comms. Just delegate as many things as possible. Just make it easier. Okay, and this checklist is still going. Electrical equipment needs to be off, so I have to turn the, let's see, why isn't it doing this one? I think it was the pitot heat switch was still on. Okay, starting engine. And it's testing our battery. And then if I hit V on my keyboard to bring up the VFR map, you can see our flight path here. I think this Custa is just custom waypoint called Custa. I don't think that's actually a waypoint that's over there. That's the custom waypoint we put in. So we're gonna fly over to that area, and we need to land within 2 nautical miles. And I'm gonna pop out, I'm using the real SimGear G1000, so I'm popping out these screens here to put them on my real life hardware that's sitting in front of me. Okay, mixture's good. Turn the avionics on. Do the after starting engine list here.
Go, go, go.
All right, so there's more, it plays more like voices, so you can hear them say, we're ready to go. Loading and boarding is okay, waiting for takeoff. All right, I'm just setting up my screens down here that you can't see, but I basically have the G1000 in front of me, so it looks just like this whole panel right here, these 3 pieces. So I have that on my desk right in front of me. So as I hit buttons on it, you can see that it's changing the buttons here. All right, so I'm gonna hit B to set our altimeter, so our altitude is accurate. And our GPS flight plan is in already. And as far as the flight plan, we're just flying VFR. I'm not really going to worry so much about doing all the ATC stuff. I'm just gonna fly and have some fun. So I'm looking at our wind. Let's see, the wind is going to the west. I'm gonna turn that wind on the PFD down here. Wind option 2. So we can see that the direction we're facing right now is into the wind. So ideally we take off facing sort of that direction. So if we zoom all the way in, you can see a little taxiway diagram. So we want to take off from this side of the runway over here. So we're going to taxi to the right. And then we're going to go to that runway, which I'm not sure the runway number. It's probably like a 09 or 07 or something like that. All right, so it looks like we're going to land in like a residential area. Oh, it's runway 06. Looks like we're going to land in some sort of residential area, and the search and rescue or the emergency is on a street. So we have to land, we'll just try to land on that street. We're going to fly by first and see what that street looks like. This is one of the details of that add-on. They have like the airport name there on the taxiway. So yeah, it looks like we're probably going to end up landing on a street over there. And I'm going to turn our transponder on altitude mode. We're squawking VFR. I'm doing that stuff in the background on my nifty hardware here. Hey, Tiago, what's up, man? Captain. That's a lie. Just a pretend. I'm just a pretend captain. Chat is more like real captains. You guys that fly planes for real. Guys and gals. The real PICs. All right, turn on AI autopilot. Let's see, or AI, not AI autopilot, AI radio comms, but it's not saying anything. But I'm just gonna say we're gonna depart straight out.
X-ray 06 traffic Cessna November 21 Kilo India Papa taking off runway 32 straight out.
Not much. So we're doing NeoFly on this stream. I've been doing the career mode add-ons the last few weeks. So we did On Air, we did Sky Park a couple times. I'm gonna go back to Sky Park. This is sounding pretty fun already, these search and rescue missions. So I may end up playing NeoFly quite a bit more. But the one I'm using now is NeoFly. And what we're gonna do is a search and rescue mission right now. It's actually like a medical emergency mission. And, okay, so we're just waiting for 55 knots to pull back here, giving it a lot of left rudder. There's 55. So, I mean, because the weights and balances are different, because we're doing, because it's actually managing our fuel and managing our weight, security warning, landing lights off. Whoops, I didn't turn my landing lights on. So it's dinging me for these things. I'm gonna do this. That'll turn those lights on. And I didn't do the run up. Oh God, it's testing the rudder. That was a bad idea. All right, the lights are on now, so we're good. So you haven't bought Sky Park. Yeah, I mean, give NeoFly a try. This is NeoFly and it's free. So it's a good way to start without spending any money, obviously. Which is great, and this is accessible to everybody. The only add-ons, they do have some donations you can make to unlock a few features, and I did that just to show you guys in the stream what it looks like. What it does is just for these kind of search and rescue missions, it just adds some new objects.
Cessna November 21 Kilo India Papa is type Cessna Skyhawk 2 miles northeast
So
of
what it's adding in this case is, I assume that we'll see like an ambulance and like an injured person and stuff like that on the ground when we get there. And those are the add-ons. Like you don't need that to fly the missions. It's just a little bonus. So.
Squawk 0644 Cessna Kilo India Papa.
But NeoFly, it has some of the coolest mission types, like the search and rescue missions, and I think you can fly helicopters. I haven't flown the helicopter mod yet. I know that it's pretty popular.
Copy Cessna Kilo.
I'm pretty sure you can though. I think there's actually missions called like helicopter VIP or something like that. So for you guys that fly the chopper, what is it? There's like an Airbus H120. I forget the model exactly. But there is a helicopter that I know is popular on like flightsim.to on that website. All right, so we're flying up this way to this waypoint. So what I did was, this is a search and rescue mission, and here we fly to a specific latitude and longitude. So this waypoint happens to be in a small neighborhood on a road. So maybe it was like a car accident or something like that, and there's an injured person that needs medical attention, and we're flying in like a medical specialist. So we have an invisible doctor right here who is chilling. He's drinking a Doritos lime soda, and he's just there chilling, and he's ready to do his job. So yeah, we're just bringing him to the crash site, or to the accident site. But yeah, if you guys haven't done a career mode add-on at all, I would start with NeoFly. It's free. It's just for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It has like some of the coolest mission types. The only downside is the UI is a little clunky to get around, but and it is a bit more hardcore than the other ones. Like you know, it does manage your fuel and your payload weight and balance and that stuff. So I'm gonna fly a bunch of missions. I'll probably fly 3 or 4 missions today for the stream, just to give you a good idea of what's involved. But you know, it's $0, so you can just go download it from neofly.net, and I have that linked in the description. Yeah, here's the UI real quick. So this is the during mission one, so you can see that the mission is in progress. So it's waiting for us. When you go to the mission selection screen, it looks like this. So it's very much like, you know, kind of a spreadsheet looking app. You know, when you compare this to something like Sky Park, this is just not as nice to look at. It takes a little getting used to. I think On Air is even more confusing than this one. But both of them have kind of comparable, like, spreadsheet looking UIs to them. So that's the downside. But this one has the best mission types. It's the only one, I think, of the ones I've used that has a search and rescue. I'm totally off course here, sorry. It's the only one that I've used that has like search and rescue missions, which is awesome. And ones where you have to land in an open field. It has randomized events. That's another add-on you donate for. I think it's like $5 or $10 for that single add-on. But it'll randomize events while you're flying. So there's a chance that they'll say, like, you know, say you're doing a passenger flight or something, you'll have to divert to an airport because there's somebody that's sick on the plane or something like that, is one of the examples they gave. So those kind of things make NeoFly unique. All right, we're just going at max throttle here to try to get there. I'm just off course, so I'm talking too much and not watching my CDI. I need to go to the left a bit. We're heading in the generally right direction, so it's all good. And this one's gonna be interesting just because, you know, this is like it's cool for people that like bush flying style stuff with all these search and rescue missions. You just like have to find somewhere you can set the plane down, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, interested to see what this is like. I don't know if I've landed on a road since Microsoft Flight Sim came out. You know, when it came out, I was just like flying all over like crazy, not really knowing what I was doing, and just landing in random spots to try to look at my like neighborhood in real life, you know, things like that. So we'll see how big this road is. And the requirement for this is to land within 2 nautical miles of that waypoint.
134.55 for Cessna Kilo India Papa.
And another mod, a mod that I've been using the last couple ones, is this 4 Seasons tree upgrade. So all these trees are replaced. And the guy just updated with 3D versions of the trees, so they look even better than before. It's awesome. This is like one of those mods I think I'm going to use forever. And I know that this mod was in X-Plane too. It's called Four Seasons. And yeah, it has different colored trees. So this is the summer version that I have installed because it's just about to be summer. But there's, yeah, all 4 seasons are covered, and there's like dozens of different types of trees. So it's just not all the same exact tree.
Whiskey Alpha 438 is at flight level 190, descending 10,000 feet. Generic Sierra Whiskey Alpha 438 Miami Center, continue as planned.
Try to fly down a little bit lower just so we can see more of the detail. I didn't see how you started the missions. Oh, you can rewind the live stream if you want to rewind back to where I started the mission and then press the live button to return to it live. You can just rewind it in real time. And I'm gonna do a few more of these anyway, so if you hang on for longer and you don't want to rewind, then I'm gonna do a few of these missions so you can see the whole process. Tomorrow I'll give it a try since I already gave up from FS Economy. Yeah, when I first started playing X-Plane, I used FS Economy and it was not the best experience. It was alright, but I just found it really confusing at the time. I don't know if they've improved it. These standalone apps I think are all a lot easier to use than FS Economy. I don't know if they have a standalone app now, but I really like, yeah, the ones I've been using. They're all really good. I think NeoFly is going to be the best bang for your buck because it's free and it has a standalone app. It's not in a website powered kind of thing like FS Economy. You just install it and it just works. Yeah, I think NeoFly is like the ideal place to start just because it's free. And then if you don't like the interface or you don't care about the search and rescue missions, then I would go with the Sky Park. It's a one-time fee, and then the interface is a lot nicer. It's made to look kind of like a tablet app, and yeah, I've shown it a couple times, but yeah. And then On Air Company, I think On Air Company is like if you want to do virtual airline stuff and run FBOs and interact with other players, On Air is the way to go. But it's the most expensive because it's a monthly subscription.
Traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 5,600 feet generic. Report them in sight. Generic 5 Alpha Charlie traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 8,800 feet Beechcraft B-58. Report them in sight.
All right, I'm just clicking on autopilot. And let's go down to 2,000 feet. So I'm hitting vertical speed mode. Just go down at 200 feet per minute so I can keep throttle maxed out. So yeah, here back on the interface, if we go to this flying tab right here is the second tab. So this is where we see the status of our mission. Hey Samuel, what's up? Welcome back, man. I'm just doing I'm doing NeoFly today to go through because I've done On Air and I've done Sky Park, so now I thought I'd check out NeoFly for this stream. And I've used NeoFly a bunch of times myself. I think mostly I've used On Air Company. But NeoFly is completely free. It gets lots of updates really often. And in addition to it being free, the coolest thing is the types of missions it has. So we're doing a medical emergency mission right now. So we have to land on this road right here in this neighborhood in Florida. Right here, this near the, what is this place called? Wherever Alcoma is. This Park Lake Road right here. We have to land on this road right here. We have to land within 2 miles of this, I think. It just says land wherever you can on the landing zone to bring the medic. So we're bringing the medic to that spot. So yeah, we're just on our way. I just turned on autopilot to get us there, so I can just chat without distractions. I was off course a little bit, but yeah, this is what makes NeoFly unique is landing in these random drop zones. I don't see any mission types like that in any of the other ones that I've played. like Sky Park and On Air Company. All the mission types revolve around just airport to airport. NeoFly just added a new mission type for towing advertising banners. I think they may even have like a livery that's towing an advertising banner. Maybe I'll check that out after another mission or two, just to see what it looks like, because it's probably pretty fun. And the advertising banner one gives you 2 points and 2 like waypoints, and you have to fly the banner between those 2 waypoints. So you would just do your flight plan and, you know, put the course in between those 2. You know, if you're a nerd like me and you just want to do everything with GPS. So we're just flying into this neighborhood. So here on the map, you can see I put in the waypoint by using the world map and putting in the latitude and longitude, and that made this custom waypoint right here. I think that stands for custom A, like custom waypoint A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's our custom waypoint A, which is that neighborhood. So right in here, there should be, this is a freeway right here. We could see that from the built-in map here on NeoFly. So you can see this freeway down here, Highway 60 East, which is right here. And then above it, that's our custom waypoint I put in. And I did that by using the search box in the world map. You can just type in a latitude and longitude, and that'll add a custom waypoint to the world map. So that's how I programmed it in. I don't think there's a way to put a custom waypoint with latitude and longitude in using the G1000 right now. So this is definitely something the world map is making possible. All right, we're in the yellow on the speed a little bit, but it's fine. I'm going down to 2,000 feet. Actually, I'm gonna go down to 1,500. And I don't really know the elevation over here, so what I could do is kind of look at a nearby airport. So here's X25 is a nearby airport.
Cessna November 21 Kilo India, pop-up 2,100 feet. Cessna November 21 Kilo India, pop-up Tampa approach, continue to Costa as planned. Altimeter tree 0.12.
So I put an X25 over here on the MFD, but the problem is, you can see here 0 feet. They don't give you the altitude right here. It should give you the field elevation, so that would have given me a decent idea of what elevation our destination is, just the nearby airport. Or I could put in KBOW, I guess. I think the one I saw on the map was closer. Anyway, we'll see if stuff like that gets updated on Tuesday. I'm pretty stoked. 2 days from now is when the update is. I was totally wrong last week. Someone on Reddit pointed it out to me. They messaged me. They're like, hey, I don't even know how this person, it's a small world, I guess. This guy, I guess, saw my stream at one point and said, you know, hey, I heard you're going to stream the update when it's out, but it's out on Tuesday, not on Thursday. So, whoops. It's actually out on Tuesday, so 2 days from now, I'll be on and we'll take a look at sim update number 4. So in that stream, I'm going to go through all the patch notes and we're going to test all of the things that we can, especially things related to the Garmin's. Oh, you're the Reddit guy. Okay, yeah, your username. I forget your username. 7 something. 7 paintball guns or something. I forget. Thanks for pointing that out, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's not on Thursday. 7 paint guns. That's it. Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. Thanks so much. Yeah, I was so excited Wednesday night too. I think you sent it to me Wednesday night, maybe, and I was like, so like ready to go for Thursday. I was like, oh, I can't wait. After work, I'm gonna take a look at the patch. There's gonna be incredible updates. Wah wah. All right, we're almost down to 1,500 feet. And we are still 14 miles away, so I was pissed. Yeah, sorry. The calendar is confusing though, right? Because it breaks it down by week, and I didn't notice in parentheses it's at a different date. So I'm like, oh, there it is, May 20th or whatever. I was like, all right, May 20th, sim update. And then in parentheses in a different color and like a thin font, it's like 5/25 or whatever. I was like, oh man. Whatever, it's fine. They have historically done them on Tuesdays though, so I should know that. I should have remembered that myself. All right, 13 miles from our waypoint. So we got a few lakes here coming up, and then after those lakes, we'll have our freeway that I noted on the map, and then we'll be at that custom waypoint right there, right past that freeway, which is that gray line going there east to west. And we just have our speed maxed out, just riding that yellow line just to, you know, this is a medical mission. It's an emergency. We got to get there as fast as possible. So we're just maxing our throttle. I just keep staring at the trees because I put in that tree mod, that Four Seasons tree mod. I feel like I'm a salesperson for this mod. It's like 20 bucks or whatever, and it's so awesome. I wish it was in the official marketplace. Like maybe they're gonna try to get it in the official marketplace. I just prefer everything in the marketplace whenever I can in the flight sim, because then I can just update everything in one spot. I don't have to go to every developer's website or third-party marketplace and download and reinstall them myself. It's just a pain in the ass. So I really like doing everything that I can in the marketplace. But yeah, the trees just look so much better. And I hope Microsoft should acquire that guy, that guy's company, his plugin, the rights to his plugin, and just build it into the game. And I think it also updates more than just trees. Like there's, I don't know how many of these like grass and dirt textures are redone. I think it's mostly trees, but there are some other areas. Like there's some areas in Africa that he did wildflower patches in, like these iconic wildflower areas. I haven't flown to them yet, but there's more than just trees. The tree mod, if you can see the different shades of tree colors. See how I'm trying to fly down there with a drone. You can see like there's different shades of trees. Like the ones that are in the game by default are very like static looking. So it gives you like, there's like 8 or 12 different types of trees that it introduces into the world, mattering which part of the world you're flying in. It has the different tree types. And then it has like slight variations in the shading of the trees. So you can see there's like slightly yellowish ones versus, you know, lighter lime green versus dark green. It just adds like a bit more realism to it. I linked it in the video description just because I'm really stoked about the mod. You have to buy it from a third-party plugin site, but yeah, it basically comes with 4 different seasons. It's called 4 Seasons. And so when you download it, it has 4 different folders. And you're just responsible to copy whichever season you want at the time into your Microsoft community folder where your plugins go. So I just have the summer one installed right now just because it's about to be summer. But there's one for fall, winter, spring. And he just did an add-on that improved the trees even more called like 3D trees. So they look even better than they did a couple weeks ago. And that one's just for the summer mod right now, just because it's summertime, I guess, but or about to be. But yeah, they look awesome, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a performance hit. Like, you know, I'm sure when Asobo and Microsoft make decisions about things like that, you know, I'm sure that they take into account the performance of the game, you know, whereas people that mod the game, they don't really worry about that as much. It is a really small plugin though. I think it's like a megabyte or something. But, you know, maybe there's a reason why Microsoft didn't make them as detailed. Fall, I haven't used Fall myself in the sim, but the guy that makes it, he has like a bunch of before and after photos and a full-on like 5-minute video that goes through all the scenery in the different seasons. So it looks awesome. There's like, you know, it's what you expect for autumn, you know, with all the different like gold and red colored leaves in certain areas of the world. And it looks like he's like paid a lot of attention to the geography, like North America, the trees are different than in South America or in Europe or, you know, in Asia Pacific. Like the different regions of the world have different trees that are in use. So, yeah, it's really cool. I like it. And I think that's the only mod I'm using. Okay, we're coming up really close to it, so I'm gonna go down to 1,000 feet and slow down a bit. So we need to find this. I'm just gonna fly over the waypoint first, and then we'll figure it out. But it's gonna be one of these kind of roads around here. It looks like it's past these lakes here, so I can see that. I can see that down here. There's this lake, and there's a couple smaller like lakes on the right side, but it's past this big lake in front of us.
Transporter form dispatch. You are less than 3 miles from the drop zone. Find a way to land.
All right, so we can land anywhere we want. So like this whole area down here, like this road is totally landable. We can choose where we want to land because we're within 2 miles. I'm gonna try to get more towards where the actual road is. So you can see on the map we're coming up to it here. So I'm just slowing us down. I'm going to take us down to 500 feet. So I think we're about to pass over it. All right, so it's one of these little, it's this little road below us here. All right, we just crossed over it. So it's literally right down here. So if I can land in this this area right here, then we'll be close enough. All right, so I'm gonna turn off autopilot. So the requirement's just land within 2 nautical miles. So that big like beachy area, that shoreline, like that looks like a pretty good spot. Or I could try to find a road. There's this big road right here, but there's gonna be cars realistically. So ideally I'm landing, ideally I'm gonna land in a less populated area, like in a field. All right, I put 1 notch of flaps down. And my smart camera is looking somewhere totally different. All right, there's like this open field looking area here. All right, there's just a big road right here. We're just gonna set it down on this big road. All right, I'm just pulling it to idle. Actually, there's a really nice field right here too. Kind of some vegetation. I'm gonna try for over here, this field over here. Like right past this house or whatever. Landing lights off.
Transporter form dispatch. You did it. Nice. Secure the plane with the parking
Whoa. All right, got some terrain there. Sweet. All right, so we're close enough where it counts. The actual waypoint is a little bit to the right. Luke, what? Two pounds? Wait, you can, how did you send money? What? Dude, do not send money. I don't need it. I don't even know how you did that, but thanks. Why is that even on? You guys do not have to send. Thank you very much for the 2 pounds. I appreciate it. But totally not necessary. I have a good day job and it's totally not necessary, but I really appreciate it, Luke. I didn't even know you could do that. There's a whole like monetization part of YouTube that I haven't even set up, so I don't even know. But thanks, dude.
Find a way to come back home.
All right, sweet. So it said that it the medic got off. You saved a life today. So NeoFly and Skypark are the only two that have these like kind of like scripted parts to each mission, which is really cool. I think NeoFly has it for like all the mission types. In Skypark, it's more like a guided tour that happens when you take certain missions. So there's like ones called experiences in Skypark that have it. So it's kind of hit or miss whether it has like a narration to it or not. So here it says now 2:23 p.m. waiting for landing zone takeoff. So I think it's expecting us to go back to our home base airport and land. So yeah, it said landed at a landing zone, set the parking brake. We set the parking brake. And right here, I'm sorry this is so tiny, but I can't make the interface any bigger. What it shows here is our vertical speed. So NeoFly definitely tracks a lot more than like Skypark does. On Air Company and NeoFly have the most tracking. So you can see it was giving me a warning that my landing light was not on. It was off when I took off, and then it was off when I was landing. I thought I turned it on. I guess I didn't. Yeah, see my landing light is off, so it dinged me for that. I can turn pitot heat off. So yeah, as far as tracking how realistic the flight is, doing the payload and the fuel management, if you like that kind of stuff, use NeoFly or use On Air Company. And NeoFly is free, so I think the default is start with NeoFly. But it does add a bunch of realism. Like I forgot to turn on the landing light and it dinged me a few points for that, or at least it's warning me. All right, so I'm gonna put my flaps up and it looks like we have to take off again and it wants us to go back to where we came from. So I'm gonna go to our flight plan and I'm just gonna go direct to, and I'm gonna put in X-ray 06 again, which is where we came from. I think normally in the G1000, you can do, what you can do is go to menu, under flight plan, go to menu and see there's that invert flight plan as the second option. It doesn't work. All you can do is delete or activate leg. But the second option in this list is invert flight plan. And that would be a shortcut to just reverse the flight plan to go back to where we came from. But we can't do that yet. So I'm gonna just manually enter in X-ray 06. So here's X-ray 06 back to Arcadia, hit enter, enter, and that changes our GPS flight plan back to where we came from. And so we'll take off and then go back. I think we have, I'm gonna just taxi around a little bit. I'm just gonna turn around so we have like as much of this field as we can. I think maybe this Cessna 152 feels a bit more authentic for these kind of missions, you know, like slightly slower plane. All right, I'm gonna go this way and hope there aren't too many bumps. And I should have held my brakes before I started. Oh man, there's some bumps. All right, airborne. Uh-oh, I'm gonna rudder over this way. Oh my God. This is such a bad idea. Oh shit, we're dead, we're dead. We're dead. I'm pulling the throttle. Dude. Oh no. All right, cool. I guess I should do maybe like a extra notch of flaps. What is going on? Are we under grass right now? By the way, I put this in survival. What is going on? I put this in survival mode, so if I crash, it'll kill my entire pilot like profile. All right, I'm gonna put my flaps down and I'm gonna hold the brake this time before I start. This is a, whoa, what? There's something going on with the terrain and look, we're floating. Yeah, I'm putting the flaps down. I thought I had more length to deal with, but those bumps were just killing me. If I die, it actually deletes my profile. So I'll try not to do that. This is just, it's not flat enough. And I need to start with the brakes applied before the engine is full. Whoa. I just caused like so much damage. Stuck in the marsh. This is not, I don't think this is enough. This is pretty, this seems, whoa. This is pretty flat. Okay, this might be enough. No, those trees, I can't clear those trees. All right, we're gonna try to get up this hill. I guess getting in is the easy part, right? This is so weird. I don't know if this is part of Microsoft or this is the grass textures replaced by that mod. I'm not sure. Come on, baby. Well, this is embarrassing. Come on. Come on, get up there. All right, we're not getting up there. Not without a head start. All right, then. I mean, this green part here of this field is really nice and flat. Rip wings. I'm just gonna roll around here to the right and see if we can get enough speed. There is no way. All right, we're gonna launch it. GG. All right. All right, so let's restart and pick a new mission type. Fuel consumption 42 pounds. Just tuned in, what the heck? I got impatient with my flyback. However, I think I just realized that, wait, why did bonus landing? Okay. I think I just realized that maybe we didn't have to fly back because it says the mission was completed now, which is random. I thought what we had to do was fly back to our origin, back to our home base airport. But here it shows the mission was finished, bonus handling. So I'm not sure what the deal is with. I think what happened is it was just waiting for me to get airborne, and because I took a little bump, it said I was airborne earlier. And that counted as finishing the mission. So we should be dead right now because I put it in survival mode. So yeah, I'm not sure what, I think basically what it means is that all you have to do is get airborne and then it says the mission is completed. All right, I'm gonna pick another mission type now. I'm gonna do the checklist, get this started while I'm picking a mission. Okay, so again, just to go over how you pick a mission. So this is the main mission screen here. On the top left, there's this little mission button. So this is where we choose which mission we want to fly. And it looks like it's setting our origin airport as the airport that we were nearest to here, 90 Fox Delta. So 90 FD is actually our new departure airport, since that was the airport we were nearest to. So I'm going to switch my departure to that. So then here are more drop zone missions. So these are ones like that where you have to land at a specific area within 2 nautical miles. So Here's another one that's like near this highway. I think a lot of these, like I haven't, I was going to use the helicopter, but I wasn't sure how to add it in to NeoFly. And so I think that's something I might do later after I learn how to fly the helicopter. I know some of you guys like to fly the helicopter, and a lot of these missions are, you know, really, obviously really good for helicopters. These drop zones where you can just land straight in on the pinpoint right on the spot. I do want to get near the drop zone itself because I did the add-on. It's a paid add-on where you get the sceneries. So it'll show like the, you know, ambulance and stuff like that, and show like the injured patient you're picking up or the accident scene that you're flying to. So I do want to get to the point on this next one just to see what those add-ons look like. And this one's only 37 miles away. There's a couple that are really close, so it's pretty nice. This one's only 10 miles from the origin airport. And again, on another road. So let's do this one. It's only 10 miles. This will be a fast one. So once you find the mission type you want, you right click on it, and there's a little menu that comes up that you can't see, and you just click fly. And then it takes you here to the mission page. And then you just hit connect and fly up here, this button. And this is a checklist for what you need to get done before you're allowed to take off. So it's waiting for us to get to the right airport. So I need to go to the airport and get to the 90 Fox Delta airport. So I'm gonna go here and do 90 Fox Delta, Griffin Bluehead Ranch. So this is our departure. And then here it says the drop zone. So what you can do if you want to use GPS, another way to do it is like in NeoFly, you could just use the moving map here to kind of eyeball it. Use this as like your GPS almost, and just fly to it and eyeball it. That's up to you. I'm a dork and I like to use GPS for everything. So what you can do is put in any latitude and longitude point. So this latitude and longitude here, 27.20, negative 81.73. You can put in any latitude and longitude in the search box right up here. So I can type in 27.20, comma, 81.73. And then that'll give me this custom waypoint. And if I click on that, it'll set that waypoint. And then I can either choose it as a departure and arrival, or if you have a departure and arrival airport chosen, you'll get that third option of just add, and that'll add it to your route. So I'll just set it as our arrival. So for example, and you can click anywhere on the map to do the same thing. So if I had typed in a latitude, longitude, I could just add it. You can just do that over and over again and add a series of latitude and longitude points. You would just type it in up here. And then when it brings you to that custom point, you would hit add. But when you only have 2 points, you have to have at least 2 points to have add as an option. So anyway, we're just going to do the 2. So departure, arrival. I'll start it on the runway to save some time. And then back here, we can see now airport is green. We'll just make sure it stays green. And then here, payload. So again, what you have to do in NeoFly is it'll manage your fuel for you. You actually manage your fuel when the plane is off by going to hangar. So if I want to add fuel, I just pull this slider up and then I click on the fuel can, and that'll ask me if I want to buy the fuel. I already loaded in, so it has a little pop-up message you can't see that says, sorry, you can't do this while in mission or while the plane is airborne. But if I needed to add fuel, I would do that beforehand in this hangar section here. So you just drag the slider and then hit the fuel can, and that'll fill you up. And that's actually managed by NeoFly. So the fuel that we have in our plane right here is set by NeoFly, but the payload is not. The payload you have to do manually, but it does require that you do it. So here I'll go under the flying menu. So flying is where our current mission is. You can see the payload requirement is 360 pounds. You can see we only have 340 pounds. So I can just add 20 pounds anywhere.
Mayday, mayday.
And now it says we're good to go.
Crashed. Bring the doctor to the crash site.
All right, it says bring the doctor to the crash site. So this is the same kind of mission. I'm gonna pop out the screen again. Every time I use the real sim gear stuff, and I have to pop out the screens every time I load into the plane.
Transporter, medic on board. Go, go, go.
So you can hear NeoFly gives you like cool verbal cues. So it'll tell you, it'll play it, you know, you can just hear the woman's voice telling you to go. So if we go back here just to validate, something that's nice about this is once all the things are green here, you have all these requirements, it just starts the mission. So for me, if you guys remember, I had like several missions where I forgot to start the mission, but with NeoFly, it automatically starts it. So you don't have to worry about forgetting that, which is super nice. Flaps and brake to take off on soft field runway. Yeah, that was a fail. I think even with the flaps and the brakes, I didn't have enough room. That was just I'm a bad pilot for just forcing it, but just got impatient and wanted to move on to the next one. But noted, yeah, I didn't hold my brakes the first time I tried it, and I only had one notch of flaps in. So that was not gonna happen. I needed a lot more of a flat field there. Whoa, what?
Safe, and good luck with the landing.
All right, so this one is only 10 miles away, 10.3 miles. This is a pretty close one. Flaps are up and I'm trimming. All right, so we can see our custom waypoint. Over here, it says custom A is our waypoint. I really want to land right on the drop zone this time because I want to see the custom scenery objects and stuff. Man, I'm so excited for Tuesday, guys. I feel like I've been just waiting and waiting for, I mean, everybody has just been waiting for autopilot fixes. So the list of stuff that supposedly is coming on Tuesday is Garmin G1000, Garmin G3000, autopilot fixes, autopilot approach U-turn bug fix, icing effect improvements, turboprop engine logic improvements. What else am I missing? Live weather improvements, ATC phraseology, they call it. So the way they say things on ATC is supposed to be improved. All that stuff is supposedly coming on Tuesday. So it's a big day. They usually end up fixing a lot of other small things too. So hopefully they do that. One bug I noticed that has been really annoying me is whenever you go to an instrument view like this, like Control 2, I can't right click and change my camera once I'm in that position. It just locks it there. So that's been kind of annoying because I do that a lot. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Tuesday, and I'll stream again on Tuesday so we can all check that out together. If you guys are updating or not able to play at the time, I'll go through the release notes and just point out all the things that are improved, and I'll try to test as many as possible. All right, so I'm a bit high. I'm gonna start going down a little bit because we're so close. We're only 6 miles away, so just gonna try to get low and slow. And what's cool is we should be able to see the crash site or the emergency site, like actually see the objects there, because I did that add-on. The guy who makes NeoFly has a few add-ons that you can donate to get access to. So it's like I think it's like between $5 and $20, mattering how many of them you want. All right, 5.8 miles. And it looks like we're gonna cross this river here, and it's past this river kind of right in front of us. So over in this area somewhere. I'm really curious what the crash site looks like. Oh, there's something else too. What is it, like gold or something? There's like a once a day scavenger mission in NeoFly where you fly and you you literally like pick up gold. There's like gold in the middle of a field or something. It's like a scavenger hunt kind of thing. You like go find treasure basically within a certain area. So it gives you like the area that it's in, and you have to it's gonna be right down in this field, isn't it? You have to fly around the area until you locate the actual object. Like you have to visibly spot it and like fly close to it, and it'll like automatically pick it up basically. I haven't tried that yet either, but I think that's like a once a day thing. All right, so we are really close. What I could do is just like put it down and just taxi over to it.
500.
All right, a little more to our right. Now, is it before or after these trees? Hard to tell.
Transporter form dispatch. You are less than 3 miles from the drop zone. Find a way.
1.6 miles. All right, I like the look of that field. It's probably in that field right over here on the left. So I'm gonna turn this way, make a left. Oh yeah, let's just land in this field right here. We're at 55 knots. Now, can we get through these trees once we land is the question. If we can taxi over there and see the site.
Transporter form dispatch. You did it. Nice. Secure the plane with the parking brake.
Oh, it's like right in front of us. All right, it says to secure with a parking brake. I want to go check this stuff out though. Oh, maybe it's past the trees. Landing bonus lost. I think it's because my landing was a little harder. What did it say? Negative? Was that negative 272 feet per minute? Oh, it might be past these trees. Let's see, is there an opening right over here? There is not. I don't want to set the parking brake yet because it may remove the scenery when it finishes the mission, and I want to see it. Just taking a little Sunday drive here. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be past this patches of trees right here, I guess. This patch of trees. And there's no opening. Might have to take off just to fly over these trees. This is now a off-road driving simulator, not Microsoft Flight Simulator. You're in the wrong stream. Oh, fly the drone over there. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, there's an opening. That's a great idea, though. If I don't find it right away, I will do that. It's pretty funny. We just let the medic off over here. Like, dude, it's like a mile that way. It's a quarter mile that way. Just go take a run, man. It's gonna be past these trees now. Maybe. Yeah, let's get right over here. I'll fly the drone over. That's an awesome idea. It's like right beyond these trees. Or is it? There's nothing. I installed the, I definitely installed it. Oh, maybe, hold on, maybe the waypoint is slightly off. Is this our... Oh, it's up here. There we go. So my, so you know what it's going to be is the longitude and latitude is only 2 decimal places. So it's just not accurate enough. It's right over, it's over here on this road to the northwest. That is what's happening. And I think I see, I mean, there's something right here. So this is probably it. Let's turn our drone speed up a little bit. Oh yeah. I would say that that's wreckage. Damn. There we go. Well, we wouldn't have been able to land right at that anyway. Maybe our closest option is maybe right over here. But yeah, that is a little bit of a wreck. Yeah, so this kind of scenery is an add-on. So man, if I just flew, yeah, we're just right in that field right there. But that's pretty crazy. Oh, here we go. There's even, yeah, this is crazy. There you go. Yeah, they're like, I like that they're here hiding within these trees though, like waving, like I'm gonna see them. Like this is his point of view. Right here, and he's like, hey guys, can you see me? So this stuff with the ambulance and the cones and like the plane crash and stuff, this is what you get for donating. It's just this scenery. Like it's just totally optional. Otherwise you still get the, you know, you can still fly the mission as normal. All right, set the parking brake.
I'm on my way.
So we drop the medic off. And I think all the sounds are in there too. The only thing you don't get is the, just the scenery of the accident site.
Transporter from dispatch. Good job, pilot. You saved a life today. Find a way to come back home.
All right, so yeah, this last thing, all you have to do is take off, which is apparently a challenge for me. So when you take off, that'll complete the mission. I guess it just assumes that as soon as you're airborne, that counts as taking off, and they don't realize I'm about to run into trees and, you know, end everything. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That one is pretty hard to find. I guess now that I know what to look for, like I thought it was just gonna be, I guess there's probably variations, but I was just thinking there would be like an ambulance parked on the street. I didn't realize it was a whole like plane crash site this time. All right, let's try again. Luckily, if I crash on takeoff at this point, it won't end my career. The legend indicates you're about 1,000 feet away. Yeah, I guess 0.5 miles on there. Oh, did you mean up here? Does it show? Oh, yeah, right here, this legend. Yeah, exactly. 1,000 feet at that zoom level. Good eye. How did you see that? That's small for me to even see. Eagle eyes. All right, let's try this soft field takeoff again. Or short field takeoff, I mean. It's both short and soft, I guess. All right, brakes are applied. Get ready for the bumps. I think to the left I have a little more room. I don't know, this doesn't seem, no, this seems like enough. Seems like enough of distance. Enough runway length. As long as we don't hit any crazy bumps.
Fly safe and good luck with
Nice.
the landing.
Those full flaps. All right, so as soon as you take off, it just says, congratulations, so. All right, flaps are going up. So at this point, it's up to us where we want to land exactly. What I could do is just put it down in a field. And if I did that, it would, oh, we got some power lines here. If I did that, it would just put our pilot location at the nearest airport. So that's what happened last time when I head-butted the trees on my attempted takeoff. Even though it crashed in the sim, according to, as far as NeoFly was concerned, I already finished the mission and therefore it didn't end my career when I crashed. So we could just for the sake of time, I am just going to put it down in the field again. Or, you know, it's actually over. We don't even have to do that. I can just hit escape if I want and just be done. Like, you know, NeoFly is already says the mission is complete. So I'm going to do my ugly, my stick twisting slip here. So I could just hit escape and return to the main menu. I'll just try to put it down here. All right, cool. I want to do another one of those because I want to see if there's a variation in the types of like crash scenes and stuff. I think there's a bunch of different ones. All right, so back in NeoFly. It doesn't want to come up for some reason. There we go. All right, end mission. Uh-oh, it's freezing. Right, I thought the mission already ended. Security bonus lost. That's weird. Last time it ended the mission when I... Huh. Stacked mission. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, it's kind of freaking out right now. It keeps saying not responding. Keeps lagging, so maybe that was a bad idea to just exit out like that. But the last mission we did, that worked. But now it's just constantly lagging. Let me load back in at the airport that we started at and see if that kind of kicks it out of its state. Yes, yeah, I set the parking brake. That's kind of weird. So the first mission we did, oh, what? Okay. I have been promoted, it says. All right, so now it... Okay, that's weird. So this time I think it did expect us to go back to that 90 Fox Delta airstrip. Because now that I'm loading in there, it thinks that I flew back there. And now I finished the mission. That was weird. The first mission we did, as soon as I took off, it was like, okay, you're done, yay. And then I crashed into trees and it still counted the mission. This time, I think it did expect us to go back to the airport we started at. I don't know, it's a little weird. All right, let's find another mission. We are at 90 Fox Delta still, so it has that is where our pilot's located, so all the missions are based off there again. So let me do another short distance one. And then, man, I wish there was a way to get a more accurate latitude, longitude, but I guess that kind of takes away the fun if it goes perfectly to it. All right, so here's another one. So our drop zone is just north of us. This one's 15 miles. I like that I can do these and just pick these really short distance search and rescue ones. It's nice compared to like flying an hour-long, you know, cargo trip or passenger trip. Bless you. All right, so I'm just gonna pick another one of these. Let's do another one and see if the crash site looks different. Let me go to their site really quickly. Here, so back on their site, I just wanted to see what they showed for the scenery. Scenery updated. So yeah, there's like these events. These are random events that happen. Those are That's the $5 donation. Mission scenery. This is the one we're looking at right now, which is this for a $10 donation. You get this, but okay, yeah, there's a ton of variation. So like, there's like a downed fire or a downed semi, a small plane crash in a road. Yeah, this is like a small plane crash, water plane crash, boat capsized. I'm not sure what this one is, but some kind of medical emergency. I mean, they're all pretty much medical emergencies. Here's one. It looks like they're showing the example of flying the helicopter to do it, like an overturned bus. I do have the chopper mod installed. I've never flown it, so I'm a little scared to do that for the first time on the stream. And I don't know how to set it up. Maybe I should look at that really quickly, because I know some of you guys fly the chopper. So here's another example of flying the chopper, and there's like a overturned 18-wheeler on a freeway. So yeah, there's like a decent variation of. Looks like mostly yeah, just either car accidents or aviation accident sites that you have to get to. It sounds like we're listening to elevator music while we're going at these. I don't know. I'm a little weird. I'm not sure about what music to play at all, because this just sounds like elevator music though. Try to keep it really generic for the ambiance. All right, let's check the next mission. So this one, let's go check out another crash site really quickly. Maybe I'll be brave and try the helicopter for the first time. Seems like a bad idea, but it could be funny. So, all right, so we're at 90 Fox Delta again. We need to go to the drop zone. And now we need to go to this area here. So I didn't program in the latitude and longitude. So I'm wondering if there's an airport up here. We can just do this bush style. It looks like we pretty much just need to fly directly north. And then there's kind of this big open field up here, this state park. And so it's on the southwest corner of that state park. So I think we just do this. We can just do it live since we're already loaded in. So on this map here, let's see what we got as far as landmarks. So there's the river and there's a couple small lakes up there. So I'm not sure which lakes. I think it's probably halfway. Oh no, those are on the left. Just trying to compare the two. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of lakes. But because we have a moving map in NeoFly, what I could do is just put it to the side while I'm flying. And then we could just get going, just head north and just try to do it by eye. All right, so we'll just take off and turn north. And I have so much right rudder right now. Almost full right rudder. Oh God, what is going on today? And all these like grass field takeoffs are insane. I'm usually taking off on paved stuff, but this is a lot more challenging. All right, so I'm gonna turn to the north. I think it's partially the way the terrain is, like it's really jagged. It's never really smooth. So when you hit a bump in the sim, like sometimes I'll land at a runway and the runway will have an odd bump in it and just it'll just like throw the plane off. So it could be partially that and just partially because I'm not used to taking off from grass. But I had my flaps down and I was holding my brake before I started, so. All right, so we're just gonna head north. And if you look at the moving map on NeoFly, like if you use this and you have a way to just play windowed or put in a second monitor, I have this map pulled off to the side because I'm using the sim in windowed mode right now for the stream. And so I'm just gonna head north and just do it by eye from the moving map that I have. And then we'll try to spot the crash site from the air this time, and then just circle and go down from there. And I think this one said it's about 15 miles away. I'm just gonna try to not get too high here. And in the moving map there, it doesn't really show a freeway. I mean, I see this road right here, so this might actually, I can't tell on the moving map if it's a state line or like a county line, but there's a dotted line. Maybe it is just a freeway. I thought it was like a state border or something on the map, so you can see this dotted line here going up. I thought it was a state border or something like that, but I think maybe it is the road, because there is this like perfectly north to south road right here. So we're just gonna follow this. All right, so we're just gonna keep on this road. And we'll keep our eye out for one of those types of crash sites. So it looks like this one's in a field, not like in a, it doesn't look like it's on a road. So I wonder if it, yeah, if I zoom in really close, it looks like it's in a field. So it might be like another plane crash scenario, as opposed to if it was on a road, then we'd probably be looking for one of those vehicle crashes. So like the overturned truck or something like that. I don't know if it picks based on the location. It could just be random. Probably random. All right, we're just gonna keep following this thing. Keep following this road. Everything's like looking really good in the sim today. I have it on high-end settings as the preset, but then I turned the roads, the buildings, the clouds, all that up to ultra, but the rest of the settings are on high-end, like the textures and all the like texture, what are they called, like the block and chunk sizes or whatever, all those detailed like advanced settings, those are all at the high-end preset. All right, so this right here, maybe it might be the start of that park. There's some sort of park area up here on the map, this state park right here. And it looks like before we get there, there's this other freeway that's gonna run east to west in front of us. So it's kind of kitty corner from the park and that intersection right there, between this road and the freeway. And then it looks like there's actually a river that runs down that kind of faces to where that drop zone is. So I'll try to remember all that stuff as we get closer. And there's just a lot of different lakes and stuff in this area of Florida, and so we're just there's almost too many of them where I think that every single lake is a landmark that's going to be on the map. Yeah, these search and rescue ones are cool. I've been meaning to try these out, and it's definitely a nice change of pace from doing the cargo ones. But the cargo ones are really nice if you want to do like a long haul flight and like do your laundry when you're cruising. Set the autopilot, go do your laundry, come back, make a ton of money in the career mode. I know with like On Air Company, I used to do mostly the cargo ones because they would pay like, some of them would pay like 50 grand for one trip, which is crazy in a turboprop. So you just like set the autopilot, do some chores, come back, and then buy yourself another Cessna or something. All right, so on the moving map here, we're a little more than halfway. So we can see our plane right here on the right side. It's cool too, all these little markers, the little gold markers, are little missions. Oh, this says advertising zone. Usually they're airports, so here's an airport here. These two, it says advertising zone. So there's a new mission type where you fly an ad banner. like you tow an advertising banner behind the plane. I haven't tried that one yet. Maybe I should look at one of those. I think they said that there's a livery you can install, so you'll actually see the banner on the back of your plane when you're flying. That could be pretty fun. All right, so we're getting close-ish. Okay, there's a huge wooded area up here. I bet the freeway is running right before that, which would make right over here in this area the crash site. Okay, yeah, I think this whole area right here is that national park. This is the freeway right here running left to right. So it's down here in these fields right over here is where the crash site's going to be. It's going to pull our throttle and get a little bit lower. And this time I'm going to try to go low and slow and do a flyover, and see the crash site first, and then we'll pick out our landing spot. And if it looks like it's probably in a field. We'll see if we can pull right up to it this time. That's the challenge. And I see some kind of like some objects right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's some objects right down there that I just saw a glimpse of. So that could be it, because it's like kind of in the middle of the field over there. Might be a little more to our left. I'm keeping my eye on the moving map in NeoFly. There's a little more to the left. This is our virtual binoculars. Oh, there's also something right over here. Actually, I think it's more over in this direction. I think that might be it right over here. All right, it's supposed to be right in front of us. I don't see anything just yet. It's either right past these trees. It could be right past these trees. It says we're about to fly over it. I don't see anything yet.
500.
It's supposedly right under us. Right over here to the left. I don't see anything. Huh, I still don't see anything. Yeah, we just circled around it. Is it cheating to fly your drone ahead while you're en route? No, it's taking advantage of all the technology we have, you know? Yeah, put it in autopilot, fly the drone. I'm surprised I don't see it. So just south of us. So I'm just keeping an eye on this map on the side. So let's spin around here and try to find it again. Okay, it's a bit more south. It's supposedly right over in this area, but I didn't see it on our first pass. Either I'm blind or it's not there. Probably the former. It's supposed to be right in front of us.
500.
Man, I don't see anything. Did I not start the mission? Hold on. Oh my god, I didn't start the mission! Oh god. Oh no. I didn't start the mission. What happens if I just change our payload? There, 20 pounds. We're good now, right? Oh no, I didn't start the mission. I'm so bad at this. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. Now it's starting the mission. No wonder it's not there. Oh god. This is why you never do a live stream. Never live stream. Oh man. It sounds like there's a mission outside right now. I can hear the sirens. Sorry about that. Oh my god. I always have this problem. Yeah, I should have known. Like, it didn't say anything before we started. This stuff was not going. Like, oh my god. It's just, you know, it's par for the course at this point. It's just what I do. I mess up starting the mission. That's my thing. I either don't start the mission or I don't end the mission properly. And then we're just sitting here. Like, it should have been right in that field. Well, we know exactly what to look for, or exactly where to go now, so... Yeah, it was a practice run. Oh my god! This is the worst runway ever! Whoa! Sorry. We're all learning right now. Yes, yes. That's right. This is a learning experience. Where you watch me mess up, so then hopefully you don't mess up. Alright, well, it's talking to us now, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna put on autopilot. And put on heading mode.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Don't sink. All right, let's try this again. All right, so we're just heading straight north again. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Make the crash site smoke. Oh, that would be awesome. That's a great idea. All right, so it says end mission now, so the mission is started. And I had the payload set already. I guess it carried over when I hit restart somehow. That's actually interesting that it carried over. Wait, it's not set. There, now it's set. I think it's still counting it. All right. Yeah, that would be really cool with the smoke, or like have the ambulance lights be on and stuff like that. That'd be really cool.
Squawk 5, 513. Squawk 5, 513 Cessna, Kilo India Papa.
I hope they, I know some of you guys use the real sim gear stuff. I hope they improve it later to remember which avionics you pop out and which monitors you put them on. Something in X-Plane that's really cool is when I pop out the G1000 screens or something. If you do that and put them on external monitors or on real sim gear stuff. What's cool is every time you start X-Plane, when you jump in that same plane again, it remembers. And it just puts it there automatically for you, which is super nice. I hope they make that improvement later. That's one of the things that's a little annoying about using the external gear. Like the 530, the 430, the G1000, those kind of hardware things you can buy from real sim gear. So hopefully they do that later. That would be super cool. Yeah, those are some great ideas. What's really cool, I keep saying this, but all of these mods, like, it's crazy how often they get updated. All of the developers do a really good job of updating all of these mods all the time. NeoFly, On Air, and Skypark, there's like a good update like every week or two. There's at least bug fixes, and I feel like every month all of them have a new feature they've added, especially NeoFly and Skypark. I feel like On Air takes longer just because their system is so complicated that it just, you know, it's going to naturally take them longer to implement changes and new features. But I'm a little tempted to, for the next mission, try the helicopter out. I think I have it installed and I've never used it. So, could be kind of funny to give that a try. And I'm focusing on these search and rescue missions just because there's something that's unique about NeoFly. You know, you guys have seen all the cargo and passenger missions that exist in all the different career mode mods. So yeah, that's what makes NeoFly unique right now. Is I think it's the only one that has these really cool search and rescue missions. And if I look at the list of mission types here, I know you can't see it when I click this filter where it says passengers. If you click that, it gives you all the types. So, and you can't see the list, but I can. It says passengers, cargo, express, sensitive, so sensitive cargo, VIP and secret passengers, emergency, advertising. Advertising is the one they just added where you tow an advertising banner. Illicit, so you do drug runs and stuff, whatever, counterfeit video cards. Tourist, search and rescue. Interception, I think that's like you actually intercept another plane. Like, so I think the idea there is to do, like, for people that like flying the military planes, like flying the fighter jets and stuff. That's kind of a cool mission type. I think it's made for those. Then there's airline, humanitarian, and then the last one on the list is VIP helicopter. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. There's just a lot of different unique mission types. All right, so on the moving map here, you can see we're getting close again. Yeah, see how what tipped me off that I didn't start it was when I flew over the area. Actually, I should have noticed it right away. It didn't tell me, you know, it audibly says you are within 2 miles, you know, lands wherever you can. And I didn't hear that call out, so that should have been a big indicator that, you know, also at that point that I was not doing the mission yet. All right, I'm just keeping an eye on this map here on the side. All right, so this time, let's see. I don't think there's smoke or anything. I mean, man, that would be such a cool addition. You could just see it in the distance, just like a plume of smoke coming up. That would be so cool. That's such a good idea. I like it. I'm sure that kind of stuff is more difficult for them to add in, though. It might even be impossible. Like they can add objects. Well, I know lighting is possible, right? Because some of the scenery developers, like when I looked at the Chicago one and the Vegas one, they have custom lights, custom graphics. I don't know if they can do anything other than like surface level and lights, though. Maybe they don't have the ability to add like smoke. All right, so this is the national park area. This is the freeway that's running across, and over here is where the crash site is, somewhere in this area. So this time, hopefully we'll be able to see something. Yeah, so I think it was like in this field, in this general area over here. We'll do our flyby again and try to keep it on our left side. All right, do I see anything? Before I thought it was this building.
A transporter form dispatched. You are less than 3 miles from the drop zone. Find a way to land.
All right, we're within, 3 miles this time, I guess. It says 2.5. Is that it down there? There's something down there. So I'm just zooming in here just so I can see a little more accurately where it is. All right, it should be right off our left. Oh, is that it right there? No, it's just like a little house. All right, where is it? We just passed over it. Is it like literally right below us?
Going to 1 tree.
Dude, I don't see it again.
Cessna, Kilo India Papa.
All right, let's loop around here.
Center, Cessna November, 21 Kilo India, Papa 900 feet.
Cessna November 21 Kilo India Papa Miami Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.12.
All right, let's turn around and try to find this again. This is pretty challenging to find these things. I don't know if it's just like that I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, or that it's like not loaded in.
Miami Center JetBlue 2752 is out of flight level 190 for 10,000 feet. JetBlue 2752 Miami Center, continue as planned.
Where's this accident site?
JetBlue 2752, you are 68 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway 1 right approach.
Go full flaps and slow your airspeed. Oh, yes. Good idea.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway 1 right approach. JetBlue 2752.
Should be right off our wing in like 2 seconds. Man, where is it? I don't see anything. Does the 4-season mod add extra trees? I'm not sure. It definitely changes them, but I'm not sure that it actually adds them. I know that there's like some wildflower stuff they added, specifically in like certain areas of Africa, that there are these like crazy patches of wildflowers, but I don't know if they add trees or they just modify the existing trees, honestly.
Altimeter tree 0.12.
I'm guessing it's the latter, that they just modify the existing trees.
Delta 229 you are 54 miles north. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 6 approach by Romeo Sierra Whiskey transition. Cleared to Romeo Sierra Whiskey. Generic 4 Delta Juliet, contact Miami.
All right, I'm slowing down a bit more here. This is so hard to find this one. I want to find it so we actually land near it this time.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway.
All right, we're gonna fly from a different angle this time, because I mean that last one was huge, but this one is clearly it's like not as intense of a wreck or something, where it's probably not like an airliner. Time for the drone, yeah, maybe. That would be really cool to launch a drone from a moving airplane. Actually like using autopilot to do this because it really helps me.
Descend and maintain
I'm just using autopilot for the heading and hold my altitude so I can focus on moving the camera around like this.
generic 033, you are 62 miles.
Try to
southeast.
locate this thing.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 1 right approach. Delta 229er, contact Miami Center on 127.2.
Where is it, man? Am I totally blind? It says it's right behind us. It says it's like right down here.
Runway 1 right approach, generic 033.
I do not see it anywhere.
Going to 127.2 Delta 229er.
Like you can see I'm zoomed in right here. Like we just flew right past it. Again. So I don't know. I think you're right. It might just be drone time. I think we'll just put it down in the fields over there behind us and then yeah, launch the drone again and try to find this. Like I expect to be able to see it from the air, right? Like, I mean, you wouldn't expect that you only see it when you land. So I think this field is our best bet. That's just a giant open field right there. All right, let's make our way over there. I was really hoping to spot it from the air.
Miami Center, Delta 2667 is out of 14,400 feet for 10,000 feet.
500.
Delta 2667 Miami Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.1 tree.
All right, we're gonna go right past these trees here.
Generic 481, contact Miami Center on 127.2. JetBlue 2752, contact Miami Center on 132.35.
And there's so much air traffic. Sorry if that's annoying. I should probably turn that off for the stream.
127.2 for generic.
Oh, it would be interesting in VR, yeah. Oh yeah, you think it shows up after you land? Yeah, maybe that is it, because we just...
752.
I feel like I should have seen it.
Transporter form dispatch. You did it. Nice. Secure the plane with the parking brake.
Alright, I'm not gonna do the parking brake yet. Let's try the drone trick. Try the Mad Merlin drone trick. So,
Miami Center P6 is at flight
let's see.
level
So it should be to the left of our nose, over in this direction.
P6 Miami Center, continue as planned.
Well, we did see it before. Yeah, as soon as we land, maybe it renders it. That's kind of weird, though. Like, I don't know. I would hope that's not how it works, because that's kind of takes away from the... You know, I would expect to find, like, literally eyeball and see the crash site. Oh, did I just see something over here? You know, another it could be... I wonder if the Four Seasons mod is, like, conflicting with it. Maybe that's what you guys were getting at with the trees question is... If it adds trees, maybe it's covering up the crash site. I don't know. So there's the freeway here. It's supposed to be on a road. I think it's supposed to be on this road right here. It's one of these roads from the freeway. What's this? Just some trees. There's a couple roads that come off the freeway, and this is one of them.
Generic 033, contact Miami Center on 132.
And I'm just not seeing anything. I mean, here's the map again. So there's like a little river right here, it looks like. And then this is the state park at this intersection where this road and this freeway start. There's a big road going north from the freeway. So this is the freeway right here. This is the intersection. This is the state park. If we follow this, there should be a large road going to the north. So it could be this road right here. Or this one. Kind of just goes straight up. I think it's this one right here. It should be between our plane and the state park. And we're right over here. There are lights. I can't believe I'm having such a hard time finding this. What is that? Just like a little rock. I don't know, guys. Either I'm blind or it's not rendered in or something.
Generic Alpha Lima 451, Miami Center, continue as planned.
And here's another. So okay, this is that straight up road then. So it should be. Wait, is there a river? I don't see a river. Send in the dogs. I'm looking for a river too, and I'm not. Oh, is this the river? This like little water. I don't think so. I don't know, guys. Sorry, this is that's a road. I don't know. I don't know. We'll get to see this one. I'm just gonna do this for another minute. Sorry, I really want to find this. So from our plane, it's basically directly northeast from where we landed our plane. We landed our plane here, so it should be, I would expect it right in this area. I already flew over this like 3 times. We saw nothing. This is a bummer, man. Okay, no one in chat is screaming that I'm blind and I can't, and they saw it 5 times, so I just think it's not here. I'm gonna set the parking brake.
Generic 4 Alpha Whiskey traffic is 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know. Bummer. Well, the first one was fine.
Dispatch from medic. I'm on my way.
Turn down the trees quality since you're already cheating using the drone. Yeah, I really want to find it. So there's this road from our plane, from the nose of our plane, we go, you know, to like our 2 or our like 10 o'clock.
Transporter from dispatch. Good job, pilot. You saved a life today. Find a way to come back home.
So here's our plane. It should be right around this direction. And there's just nothing. Dang it, I donated for this and I want to see it. It's not fair. And then we're already at the road, so it's before the road. All right. Oh, you think it's maybe not rendering because I'm not down close enough? That could be it, but I mean, you know, it's going to be really hard to do these missions if you can't see them from, you know, 500 feet up. You know, I would expect to be able to see it from a decent height. The other one worked from this height. Like we saw the plane crash like clear as day. I mean, that was giant. This could be smaller, but I don't know. I don't think it's rendered in.
Generic 451, contact Miami Center on 132.35.
Don't think it's here. Rip. The smoke. Yeah, the smoke would help a lot. I mean, I like the challenge that it's hard to find it, but it's got to exist, and I don't think it exists. All right. All right, guys, we're just going to pretend like we saw it. It was us, you know, we saw it. We did the mission. Airport. So it says waiting for landing zone at takeoff. So we just need to take off now. All right, so let's give ourselves a little bit of distance. Go back over here. Actually, this is like plenty of space, isn't it? Look at this field is so open. Oh, I didn't look at the wind either. I'm a bad pilot. I should have just looked at the wind.
Fly safe, and good luck with the landing.
Fly safe. Thanks. I'm definitely airborne right now. Have the flaps in. Should I do one notch or I think I did full flaps.
Cessna 7 Bravo Hotel, you are 77 miles north. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway 5 approach.
All right, so at this point now I want to test that thing of see where we need to land for it to consider the mission done.
Miami Center, Cessna November 21 Kilo India Papa.
Because last time
10 miles west of 03 Foxtrot Alpha. Request flight following.
Yeah, last time it didn't count the mission as completed until
Kilo India Papa, Miami Center.
I got back to the original airport. So I think that might be the case again.
1 Cessna Kilo India Papa.
Oh, just one notch of flaps. Gotcha, Merlin. Yeah, I haven't done many grassfield takeoffs. With just one notch of flaps.
Altimeter 30.13.
Noted. Thank you. So we need to go south back to where we just came from. So yeah, I think we do need to go back in and land. This will be a fun landing at this tiny grass strip. So this is at 9 Fox Delta. So I'm gonna put that in down here. I'm just gonna go to nearest airports. 90 FD, direct, enter. Man, that's a bummer. I really wanted to see another variation on the crash site scenery.
JetBlue 2501, contact Miami Center on 132.35.
JetBlue 2501.
Let me turn I'm just gonna turn those ATC voices down a bit. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic. There we go. Yeah, I wish it said, it says waiting for landing zone takeoff. I wish it said like, you know, return to 90 Fox Delta. You should get your PPL. You're good at this. But I was trying to take off with full flaps though, so maybe not. I need to, the first thing I need to do is get comfortable just being a passenger, I think. And go on a few more flights with my girlfriend because she has her PPL. I'm a little scaredy cat. But the more I learn about flying, you know, I'm definitely less nervous about it, I think. You know, experience is the only thing that'll make me less nervous. But the more I learn, you know, it helps me know just really how much you can make flying like really safe, like all the procedures, the checklists, knowing that the plane wants to be in the air, you know, those kind of things, knowing all the training that, you know, pilots go through for those situations, you know. You would use full flaps on takeoff if you had your PPL. Oh, I wouldn't use full flaps, I think you mean, right? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just a chair pilot. Thus the channel name Kip on the ground. Not Kip in the sky or Kip in the air. Kip on the ground. Sitting in my chair. Not in an actual airplane. All right, so we're just flying back to our original airport here. Let me dial in the waypoint and just forget the runway heading. 90 Fox Delta. There it is. Runway headings 19er and 1. And the wind is out of the east. So I guess the 01. Yeah, we don't want to fly. So we want, wait, how is it? Is it 19 and 01? Yeah, I guess we want the 01 then. So I'm gonna OBS mode it over to 010. Neither one of those is, I mean, the wind is bad for both of these. All right, and turn heading mode on. It's gonna go parallel to our route. And we haven't landed at this trip. I think as long as we land somewhere in the vicinity of the airport, it'll count. But this grass strip is pretty small. Where is it? I think it's that right there. Everything looks like a runway when you're looking for the runway, I feel like. Smart camera is really helpful. Maybe right over here? Or right here. Everything looks like a runway. I think it might be this right here.
Cessna 7 Bravo Hotel, contact Miami Center on 127.2.
The smart camera is definitely helpful. I have my trigger on my stick. I have the trigger as the. If I was using a VATSIM or something, I would make the trigger my push to talk button, but for now I have it as my smart camera button. Not really helpful when I'm looking through the side of the plane like that. Where is this grass strip? I don't even see a building. It's almost at our it's almost at our 3 o'clock or our 9 o'clock here. So does the smart cam work with the crash site? Not really. So the smart cam is based off your flight plan. And actually you can go up and look at the smart camera settings right here, smart cam targets. So the default is that it's based off your flight path. So what's programmed in. And since I have my destination airport programmed in, it works. If I put in the latitude and longitude as a waypoint though, it will work, but the problem is that it only gives me those 2 decimal points of precision. It would be a rough approximate, like it would roughly get us there, but at the same time, like we saw the other time, I was kind of off. Oh, is it that strip right there? It must be that right there. Because it's not so precise, because it only gives us 2 decimal points, it was pretty off last time. I could try for the next one, put in the longitude and latitude. We just did this one by eye, this last one. All right, so I think it's like right over there, next to that kind of dark, that dark grassy area right there. Alrighty. See if we can land on this little grass strip. Yeah, I think it's like right in here. It's so hard to tell, or is it here? Oh, that might be a road over there. It's, how do you find the grass strips? It's crazy. I have no idea. I think it's right over there, but that could just be a road. Or it's in here. I have no idea. Grass strips are so hard to find. It's just crazy. How do people do this? Yeah, I think that's just it right in front of us, just right here.
P1056, you are 54 miles north. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 6 approach via Romeo Sierra Whiskey transition. Cleared to Romeo Sierra Whiskey.
And we got a nice wind out of the right side, like a good 15 knots.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
We're crabbing it,
ILS runway
crabbing it all the way in.
Romeo Sierra Whiskey transition cleared to Romeo Sierra Whiskey P1056.
Yeah, I think it's just in this little clearing right here. This is such a weird spot.
P1056, contact Miami Center on 127.2. Generic 975, contact Miami Center on 127.2.
Going to 127.2P1056.
Transporter, almost done.
All
Go to
right,
parking.
I guess this is it. It's so weird. There's not even, there's nothing to show that it's an airport here. Like, I wish there was like just like a little building. There's got to be a building somewhere. Usually what's funny is like every little airport has like an auto-generated fuel pump and like, you know, a pushback guy and everything.
Miami Center generic Romeo.
Oh, this is it right here. Yeah, you can see like the you can see like the runway basically. Yeah, this strip right here. But there's nothing here like as far as parking and ground crew. Like usually that stuff's everywhere. All right, yeah, this is the actual runway right here. Landed a little bit to the right. All right, I guess that's it. Somebody's completing Venmo charges in the background. Sorry about that. Jeez. All right, cool. So that, all right, that counted this time. So yeah, you do have to return to the origin for these. So from our departure airport. So now it has the mission is completed, shows our fuel consumption and our landing bonus. And then, yeah, our landing lights were on this time, so it didn't ding us for landing lights, which is cool. Feels good. So then, yeah, we, you know, oh my God, there's so much ATC. Sorry, if that's annoying and super loud for you guys, I'm really sorry. I need to turn it down even more. I need to hear when they talk to me, but, you know, I kind of like having it on because it's a little more realistic. But man, that's just, it's kind of loud. All right, so yeah, we just keep going. I kind of want to try the helicopter. Have you guys flown the helicopter at all? I kind of want to give it a shot because, well, first of all, it's going to be embarrassing and you guys can laugh at me trying to fly a helicopter, which I have absolutely no idea how to fly. But there are specific helicopter missions. So I can go and I can turn this filter off. Filter just for VIP helicopter. And I think it takes advantage of helicopter landing pads that are in the sim. Let's see here. Oh, it's not showing any. Bush. All. I have VIP helicopter turned on. So I'm not sure how to show this. So there's a settings section. Airport, game settings, auto fuel is on. Oh, there's also a dark mode setting. Cool. Events, FBO. So I installed the events. There is a chance it says once it's, you may get a random event while you're flying that you can optionally do, like a diversion and things like that. So I don't see any VIP helicopter missions. Let me Google for this really quickly just because I want to know. So here on their site, let's see, events, news. So they have the advertising stuff, which I mentioned. You hook a banner and fly between two waypoints. Where are the helicopter? Yeah, it says VIP helicopter. Bring a VIP to a destination like a stadium, golfing, a casino, ski resort, or park, and so on. So how do we find these though? It's probably just that there is no helicopter mission at this airport. So it says there's 46 missions from this airport. So what I can do, what I should be able to do is, how do I just want to find another airport to go to. I'm actually not sure why it's not showing any airports on the map right now. So I want to find another airport, and what I can do is transport my pilot to that airport. So down here at the bottom, it says transfer pilot. So if you put in another airport code, you can pay to instantly transfer your pilot there, or you can hit fly to, and then it'll make that your active mission. So you'll manually transport your pilot from one location to another. What I'm trying to find is, all right, let me turn on all of these. No, that's not it. I'm trying to find a nearby airport that has missions for the VIP helicopter mission, and I don't see any. I have all missions selected. So I haven't run into this before. I'm not sure how to try to find a specific mission type from a nearby airport. So maybe I should just move myself to a nearby airport. Let me try to find a major airport. Like we're at this really small one. So let's go down here. Naples, I guess, KAPF. So I'm going to type in KAPF at the bottom down here and hit pay. That'll transport us. So it costs $500. So now we're instantly there. You don't have to wait. It just instantly moves your pilot. KPF. So I'm going to search for missions there. Okay, here we go. Nice. So now, yeah, it was just because I was at a really remote airport. So here are some helicopter missions. So this is a casino one. So we need to fly from the Naples airport to a casino 26 miles away. So I have never flown the helicopter. I did install the mod. This is probably the worst idea ever. But I installed the mod. Is it listed under props? Or is it probably listed under other? Oh, there we go. So I know some of you guys have flown this, and I have no idea at all how to fly this. So this is going to be really embarrassing. But I do want to see what it looks like to fly to one of these helicopter landing pads, because there are a bunch of missions for this. So it says to fly to the Seminole Casino. So we need to figure out where that is exactly. So I'm going to hit fly, and we're going from KAPF, Naples. And the most important thing is that I pick a livery for this. So it's a tour. Oh, the blacked out one. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll go with the blacked out one. Oh, but I need to buy this plane, right? Huh. So how do I... This might be over my head. Sorry. I need to find a way to buy this plane because it's not going to detect the right plane type, right? It just says aircraft. So if I hit connect, okay, select an aircraft first. And I can't select an aircraft. So I would need to find where to buy one of them. Okay, so market. Okay, I think this is the distance, radius of search results. Okay, so I can search the market. So this is for goods, though. I don't think this is for buying aircraft. Prop, airliner, jet. This is the hard part. I need to learn how to search the aircraft market for nearby aircraft. So the hangar section here shows which planes that I have, but I don't see a way to search. Then there's market, and this is for goods. So I don't think this is going to list planes. So anyway, let's put in KAPF and hit search and just see what it comes back with. Yeah, so these are all goods. Aircraft cargo. This is to find cargo based on the aircraft you have loaded, I think. So that is a question. So I'm just going to Google this. NeoFly. How to buy a helicopter. See if anyone said this. And I don't really see anything useful. Bomber. Sorry for this little downtime, guys. I want to figure this out because I know some people like flying the helicopters. So here's a forum post on the Flight Sim forums talking about it. So this is back in March, they released this. Bring a VIP to a real life Bing destination like a stadium. And then it says you can add a plane. So it says for big cities. Okay, so it's showing them flying the helicopter. Do you have to get a loan? Yeah, I will. I think I'll need to get a loan. But thankfully you can just click and just get a loan instantly. There's another option under settings too, where you add a plane. So here's the list of planes you can fly in. I don't know if it shows it here. Where is the, I don't see the H135. Airbus H135. There's only the Airbus A320. The Pitts, the Bonanza, Cessna 152. Yeah, I don't see the plane listed here, or I don't see it listed. That's interesting. So if I hit connect and fly, yeah, it says please select an aircraft. Let me try to load in. Let's try to load in first. VIP destination, so I'm gonna put in the waypoint. Oh, I can't see the full waypoint. Negative 81 point what? It's blocked off. To the casino. Oh, let me try this. Rent a plane from market. Oh, you can rent planes. So when I right click, there's an option you guys can't see that says rent a plane from market. So I clicked that. But then there's no new plane in my hangar. Yeah, it's not changing to rent a plane. So it's probably because it's not available in the market. Bummer. I don't know where to buy one from. Let's try to go to another airport. Let me go to KMKY. I'm not going to transport. I'm just going to search it and see if there's a helicopter in the list here. And there is not. I assume that under type, it'll say helicopter. I wish I could search. I wish I could search for a type of plane. Let's see if I go to like a more major airport over here. Fort Lauderdale, KFXE, and search that. Prop airliner. Yeah, that's weird. They have these missions, but they do not have. They don't have the helicopters in here. Bring pilot's location, search mission of this location, overhaul engine. So there's a bunch of advanced stuff with the planes that you own. And yeah, this downside is I can't see the actual longitude and latitude here. So I don't know how to load it. I want to add it in here as the waypoint, but I don't have enough visible. I don't think there's any way to reveal it. Just shows the distance and the heading. Could choose a different one. Golf course, country club, the slots room. Okay, let me look at this one. Yeah, again, I can't read the longitude and latitude. Ah. All right, well, that's a pain. Oh, and over here is where you can turn on the random events if you unlock the random events. All right, I think it's maybe not meant to be today. I'll check this out off the stream because I know this is getting boring trying to watch me figure this out, but there's got to be a way to do it. You know, they announced it back in March, so I'm not sure. The last post here is, he's saying, this person is asking, I can add the helicopter mod to do the search and rescue, right? Are they asked to come to the Discord community for help? Yeah, I don't really see many people asking about the helicopter, so they were asking other questions. Oh, right here. Wait, there's an installer here. Or there's not. Denied. Access denied. He did link to something here called the NF2 installer. That must be the helicopter that you install. VIP helicopter and tourist missions. Let me check the downloads really quick. Maybe I'm just missing a download for it. So I did download the installer and I did download these objects as well. I think I downloaded these objects. Might as well download them again. Let me make sure I have those installed. In my community folder. Yeah, I actually do have them installed already. And then, oh, so here, download the Cessna 152 for the advertising mission. I should do one of these. I'll have to restart the sim though, but yeah, it has the Cessna 152 that has a banner and the ground banner object that you need to hook to it. All right, this will be something we can look at. All right, community. So I'm installing this. I'm going to restart the flight sim. Oh, and then there's also a PDF guide for all the instructions. Oh, so there's helicopter, yeah. Helicopter missions can be carried out. You may find it difficult to land and take off. Fly the VIP from the airport to their destination. Let's see if they say helicopter anywhere. As you rank, oh, maybe that's it. Am I not a second officer? No, it shows the mission type, so I'm not sure. It says as you rank up, you unlock those. I'm not sure if I've ranked up to second officer yet. I think it promoted us once. Let's see, staff. Yeah, I am rank second officer. And I don't see helicopter listed here as a type of, as a category of plane. Anyway, I'm restarting the sim really quickly. So let's try to look at, let's do one of these advertising missions because I want to see their custom plane. And I guess they have the advertising like tow hook. And you actually see the banner being towed, I guess. So we'll check that out. Bummer. I'm gonna when I'm done with the stream today, after another mission or two, I will try to learn how to do the helicopter mission and learn to fly the helicopter a little, because I think that would be super fun. We don't need that drone camera because we'll be able to just hover with our helicopter. So that will be pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed with NeoFly. I mean, I think if you get by the UI a little bit, you can see I have to learn it a bit more myself. It can be a little confusing, I think, to get started with, but it's not a big deal to get by that. I mean, and then if you donate, I think it's $10 to unlock the search and rescue, or not the search and rescue, just to unlock the scenery if you want the like accident site scenery. It helps support the dev, so I had done that. But it's free, you don't, that stuff is all optional. All right, so we're just rebooting here because I just added on the NeoFly Cessna 152, so they have their own plane mod that you can install to do the advertising mission. And so as this is loading, I'll go take a look for one of those ad flying missions. So I'm just going to check. You can't see the drop down, but there's an advertising filter. So I just turn that on. That's not too much pay. I think we were earning like 5,000 for those search and rescues. This is a banner tow. So here on the map, it shows us our origin. So are we at K? Oh, I'm searching at the wrong airport. Sorry. We are at KAPF. There we go. So over here, we need to fly the banner tow. So we need to fly to this location and then fly it to this other dot. So we have these 3 waypoints: our departure, our start of the banner tow, and our end of the banner tow. And because it's the 152, we don't have autopilot or anything like that. So we just have to do this just using the moving map. There's not really a landmark out here in the middle of the water, so I'm just going to keep my eye on the moving map here as we do this. And so this one is, yeah, these are all, you can see there's a few variations here as I page through them. Are they all the same spot? Oh, no, it's just the same spot. Okay, so it's the same spot. You just go either one direction or the other direction, and they all pay the same. All right, so I'm gonna right click it, and there's a menu you can't see. I click fly, and I'm gonna hit connect and fly. Select an aircraft first. Oh, what? Oh, I have to buy a 172 or a 152. Oh my God, is there no 152 here? Ah! Oh man. Okay, I know. I'm gonna take a shortcut here. I'm going to close NeoFly and restart it. I'm going to start a new one with a 152, just so you don't have to watch me try to figure out where to buy a 152. That's one of the downside to some of these, like the more advanced ones is, you know, it's meant to be realistic. So I'm just starting a new pilot. I'm starting a new pilot with NeoFly that has a 152 instead. And what was that airport we were at? Oh no. What was it? Naples, right? KAPF. All right, so for the sake of time, all right, I'm reloading NeoFly. We just added a new pilot with a 152. So because my pilot, that account had a 172, I would have to find where to buy a 152 to switch over. So I'll just make a new account. All right, there we go. Fly. All right, so now we have the 152. Sorry, it's not showing it. For some reason, I have to redo this every time I launch the app. All right, so here now we have the 152. So I just started a new pilot. When you make a new pilot, you can choose your first plane. So I chose a 152 instead. Now let's check out their 152 mod. Here it is, the Cessna 152 NeoFly banner tow. So it's this beautiful blue one. And let's start, I'll just start on the runway because I don't know how to set this up. And then we have to get to, it says hook the banner and then go to waypoint. Well, we don't have avionics, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to program the waypoint at all. So I'm gonna hit connect.
Hello.
All right, looks like we're already good.
Take off, then come back to hook the banner.
And our
Banner is
payload
located
due
in the
is
exact
170,
airport
so I
on
think
the
that's just the single pilot weight. But we're over that, so we can optionally decrease our payload down to 170 if we want. All right, let's check out this tow banner. This is gonna be pretty funny. I don't know how to attach it or anything, so we'll see what happens. I have the manual pulled up, so let's look at the advertising. Oh, it's possible they haven't updated it. Oh, it looks like they haven't updated it yet. Secret passenger. All right, there's some kind of multiplayer component that I don't really know about, so I can't talk about it. There's some multiplayer component to this too you can do. Okay, so it looks like it's not there, but they did mention it here on in the features list that there's the banner tow. Right here. Hook the banner, flying low, and fly between two waypoints. All right, ready to fly. Okay, so we need to fly. Wait, what's weird is it said to fly. We have to go pick up the advertising banner. Okay, yeah, so here on the map, we need to fly down here to the advertising zone and then fly the banner from there over to the water here. So we have to get to this area first. So we're gonna take off. It looks like it's pretty much just runway heading the same direction we're already aimed at, so we're just gonna keep heading in this direction. So we need to go actually pick up the banner. We don't start with the banner. What's going on with the plane starts tilting to the left every time today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, fly in between the cones at less than 3 meters. Wait, 3M? Wait, 3 meters? There's no way it's 3 meters AGL. Really? 3 meters? No way I'm flying at 10 feet. I'm gonna crash. That must be wrong. It must be like I don't know, like 30 meters? There's no way it's 3 meters, right? Anyway, it's saying that we need to fly really low to pick up the tow banner. So we're gonna keep it low. Put my flaps up. I'm really curious to see what it looks like once we pick up the banner. This is gonna be funny.
Cessna 7 Bravo Hotel cleared to land runway 23.
So I'm just on the side. I have the NeoFly map pulled up, so I'm just keeping an eye on that map. to know where to go. We just fly in this same direction from the runway heading.
Clear to land runway 23 Cessna.
So we're pretty much following, there's a freeway out here to our right somewhere. And we're kind of parallel to a freeway that's over to the right. I don't see the freeway either. Anyway, all right, we're heading in the right direction. So I'm just watching this moving map. So on the right side there, you can see the map, and I'm just using that to stay on the line because in the 152 we don't have any cool avionics, and we're about a third of the way there already. All right, I need to keep the nose down so we don't climb. And it said stay 3 meters above the ground, which that must be a typo. But I'll try to get pretty low to the ground when we fly over that waypoint, and then should automatically hook the banner on the back. It's cool that they have their own little custom livery that says NeoFly on it. It's a whole custom 152. All right, we are halfway there. And then once we pick up the banner, we need to fly directly west over the water and fly the banner over the water to earn our $750.
But you were leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Naples Tower, November 21 Kilo India. Papa frequency change.
I wonder what the banner ad says on it. I wonder if the guy is going to sell actual banner space on the banners.
Flight following.
So when Pete, like, you know, you'll see like an ad for some battery pack for your phone or something. Somebody will pay NeoFly to put their banner on the banner ad itself, so when you're flying you see the ads. All right, we're getting close to that spot. I'm gonna try to get lower here, and then just gonna avoid crashing into buildings, but it says we'll see how low we need to be to pick up the banner toe here. Ooh, the trees look really good here too. I think there's like more variation in trees in Florida. I've seen palm trees too. When I fly on the West Coast, I've seen some palm trees there with the Four Seasons mod. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna try. I should probably get under 1,000 feet. All right, we are getting pretty close. Here's the map again. You can see we're getting close to that first point. It's a little bit left of the freeway here that's in front of us. So apparently over here is where it'll attach the banner hook. You know, I'm guessing it. I don't know if it's an altitude thing or we just need to be within, you know, within a radius of that point. It said altitude. All right, hopefully it hooks it any second now. It has not hooked it yet. Okay. Maybe I have to land. Yeah, it looks like I flew over the waypoint. Maybe I wasn't low enough, so we're going to make a 180 and try to get lower. I mean, I can't get too much lower here. See these trees? Like, the detail in the trees is crazy. All these like palm looking trees. I'm gonna become just a stream that advertises the Four Seasons plugin, and that's it, because I can't shut up about it. All right, I'm just keeping my eye on that moving map on the side of my screen again, so let's try this again a little bit lower. Okay, so it's right around here. Right in this direction. Just gonna get as low as I can without hitting the trees. I mean, maybe I do need to land to pick up the tow, but this waypoint, there's not actually anywhere to land. Like, it's just in the middle of these trees, so. Okay, it's right around here. We're about to pass over the waypoint again. We just passed over the waypoint. All right. We don't have a banner, so. All right then. The only thing I can think is that we need to land around here to pick it up. So let's find a spot to put this down. This is the only other thing I can think of. So we need to land near that waypoint, I guess. So we have the road. I think that's our best option. I mean, it's right along the freeway, so it would be nice if it was like in a, I don't know, I would expect the banner tow to be attached at the airport. All right, so I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna land on the road on this freeway right here to see if it attaches the banner. Make sure you're zoomed in on the map. Do you think that's it, that I'm just not? I'm zoomed in pretty far. Have you done it before? So I have, here's the flyby area. I don't know, I went pretty well right over it. I feel like it said I need to be 3 meters off the ground. So I don't I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just gonna like skim the road and see if that works, because I can't get any lower. It would make sense that I need to land somewhere and pick up the banner tow. Am I low enough for you now? This is like a horrible road to land on. Oh, I'm on the wrong road. Oh my god, the freeway's to the left. I zoomed in too far, I couldn't tell where I was. Alright, someday I'll get this, don't worry. I'm a professional. And because I say that, it's true. You're guessing? Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll try to... Yeah, I feel like I flew over it pretty well. Like, if you see the line here, I pretty much flew right over it. The only thing I can think of is that it wants me to land nearby. I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna go out this way. Parallel to the... There's a road that's gonna be to our left. And I'll just land on that road. The instructions are pretty vague too, where it said like be 3 meters off the ground to pick up the tow. I think maybe that's their way to say land. Be 3 meters off the ground. I mean, just sitting in the plane, I'll be a meter off the ground. All right. We're gonna land in the freeway because there's nowhere else to land. We'll see if this works. I need to bring the advertisements to the people. All right, so right in front of us, when I make this turn right in front of us, there'll be a freeway. We're gonna try to land on this freeway. So then we'll get the advertising banner. I'm really curious to see what's on the banner. Maybe you can customize it. I'll just put my YouTube channel name on there. Put an image of some MLM products I'm selling. You know, some calming candles or whatever you sell. Huh? Oh. Buy it. Oh, they should make air fresheners that smell like the inside of a Cessna for pilots. That could be one of the banner ads. Okay, so here's the freeway on our left. I overshot it a little bit. And then the banner pickup position is basically right on the freeway. It's pretty much right over where those little river area is. It's more in the trees. It's like over here is the pickup spot. So I'm just gonna get down onto the road, I guess, and see if that triggers it. All right. We're about to hit the waypoint on the map. Pretty much as low as I can get, so I hope it works. We are very close to the waypoint. I guess I could land to see if that triggers it. Yeah, it's not triggered yet. I'm just gonna land. This is the sketchiest road. Oh my god. What? Alright, it hasn't picked it up yet. What's going on? I don't know why it's not working. It should be picking up the banner too. I mean, I'm near the waypoint. Let me take a look. Airport. Green if the plane is at the departure or arrival airport. Huh? So the last thing it said right here is fly in between the cones. I don't know what in between the cones means. In between the cones at less than 3 meters to hook the banner. So are there physically supposed to be cones that I'm looking for? The banner is at the map airport dot near the blue van. Wait, what? Map airport dot? What blue van? Oh my god, is it back at the airport? The banner is at the map airport dot. Airport dot near the blue van. But over here, there's this thing, and right here it says advertising zone. Oh my god, is it back at the, it must be back at the departing airport? Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna restart. We're gonna search. Man, they really need to update the, they need to update the user guide because this is confusing the hell out of me. Or they need to make me smarter, one or the other. This would be better if they did one of those two things. Yeah, back at the airport. That's what I was thinking is like, why isn't it attached? So now, okay, it's gonna put our plane here. So maybe it's physically at the airport and during the takeoff during the takeoff, I have to stay in ground effect basically to hook the tow banner.
Straight out departure.
All right, let's use the Mad Merlin drone trick. Maybe it's actually here at the, maybe it's physically shown at the airport somewhere. We have to find it. It says near the blue van between the cones. Oh, is this a blue van? There's a blue van right here. Oh, here it is. We always find a way. Oh my God, what? I have to fly between the cones. Okay, so we have to take off on this runway over here. Wait, what? I think we just need to drive over this. Why is it off to the left side of the runway though? All right, this is cool though. I like it. I like it. But this should be in the middle of the runway, right? Wait, where are we? We're over at this end of the no, we're over here. All right, we need to go down the runway, but we can't go between the cones. We need to take off from this other side, this other runway over here. We need to take off over here from 2-3 to be able to hook that. All right. Interesting. All right. So let's go over. Let's taxi over to the other runway. This is a challenge. I don't know how we have to fly between those two cones at less than 3 meters. I mean, I could probably just drive over it. I'll just taxi over it. We probably have enough. Oh, the game's freezing. Okay, it's back. We probably have enough runway to take off from mid runway in this, so maybe we can just drive over it. It is funny, I said that out loud while I was flying. I was like, isn't it weird that we didn't pick up the tow at the airport? Okay, here it is. So this is the van. Can we just drive? Oh no, we can't just drive through this, can we? I just want to see what happens if we drive through it. I mean, we're supposed to be flying.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on.
Wait,
I'll
what?
be in touch.
Nice landing. Yeah, no, we have to actually fly. So we have to like fly in ground effect or whatever to pick it up like a foot up, two or 3 feet off the ground. Because it says we landed again. Wait, did it pay us? Go to parking and set parking brake. Wait, did we just get paid? I'm so confused. No, mission ended, failed. Okay, let's try again. All right, this is so weird. Okay, fly, connect and fly.
Hello, advertising mission today. Take off, then come back to hook the banner. The banner
Okay, is the banner
located
back?
at the exact airport dot on the map.
I earned it. Okay, let's see. Is it in the same spot again? Okay, it's over here now. Wait, no, that's not it. Where's the blue van? It says it's behind us, but I already ruined it. I think we need to start over. Oh no. All right, let me just do restart again. Let's try this again. So we do need to fly. We need to be off the ground and hook it as we fly through those cones. This is crazy. And this is really challenging. I kind of love it.
Naples Tower, November 21 Kilo India Papa ready for departing straight out at runway 14.
November 21 Kilo India Papa cleared for takeoff runway 14 straight out departure approved.
Okay, so the mission, everything's green. Motor is on.
Cleared for takeoff runway 14 Kilo
All right,
India
let's see
Papa.
if the let's see if it's back. Where is it? I don't see the van now. End mission. Motor on, waiting for engine to start, motor on. Yes, okay, the motor's on. Advertising zone. Says I'm in the mission. Cessna 152. Payload is 0. And okay, it's showing the banner tow point again, but I don't see it. Man. Okay, now there's no truck, or there's no van. All right then. Let's restart for the third time. There's gotta be a method to getting this to work, right? Well, I mean, the method would be don't mess it up the first time. I don't know what this, oh, this error is. Some error with my Bravo throttle quadrant. All right, let's see.
Naples Tower, November 21 Kilo India.
Oh, the truck's right here. Whoa, what? This is a problem. How am I supposed to, I can't reverse. It's gonna fail me right away. Oh no, I have to start a taxi. Oh, there we go, okay. All right, let's go to the other end of the runway. That didn't count, so. Okay, that's in a better position. It's in the middle of the runway. So we can go to the, we'll just go to the other end of the runway here. It looks like the wind is better in that anyway. You just take off instantly, yeah. Okay, the wind is more favorable that direction anyway. All right, so we'll just go take off from the other direction. But I need to, oh man. I need to stay low enough to hook the banner at the end of the runway and then pull up in time to not hit the trees, so, and I apparently love to hit the trees, so, as I did earlier, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so we need to take off and stay really low to hook the banner, less than 3 meters off the ground. All right, I mean, this is plenty of runway length already. All right, and the wind is better. All right, I'm just gonna give it a slow roll here. Oh man, this is hard. At least it's in the middle of the runway, so. I'm just keeping my speed low on purpose right now, because we take off pretty fast in this thing. If I give it too much throttle, we'll be taking off without me even pulling up, so. Oh my God, this is scary. All right, where is it? Where's the van? Okay, I kind of see the van. Okay, we're airborne.
I'll fly close over the banner to hook it.
Oh no, it's in the middle. I'm gonna miss it. Oh no, I missed it. Oh my God, that is so hard. Fly over at less than 3 meters AGL. Dude, this is so hard. All right, maybe I can fly around. All right, let's fly. This is the hardest mission type ever. This is crazy. What's with the cones being like 2 feet apart? There's no way in real life it's that accurate, is it? Like, put the cones like 20 feet apart. Cut me a break, man. Dude, this is the hardest mission type. It's not this runway, right? It's the other one. Okay, I see the tow. I see the blue truck right over there. We're gonna try to do a flyby. We're just gonna do a Top Gun flyby here. This is so hard. All right. This is fine. We'll just turn now. And why is it at the very end of the runway? Why isn't it like in the middle of the runway? I mean, I guess I don't know. All right, here we go. What? Is that the van in the middle? What? The van moved. What the hell? What's it doing over there? It was over here. There's two. I think there are two. All right, we got this. Yes. What? How did that not count? What? I totally did it. What? I was so low. All right, let's try the one in the second one that just randomly got added to the middle of the runway now. I guess. What is going on? It's just messing with me at this point. Okay, I think it was on this runway. I hope I'm headed the right direction. Where's the van? I don't see the van. Did it move it again? What's going on? Oh no, there it is, there it is. Oh no, I'm too high, I'm too high. Oh, come on. All right, we're gonna land and we're gonna turn around and we're gonna try to do it on takeoff. I think I have enough. I have enough room to stop here, right? This is so hard. All right, landing at the threshold. Nothing to see here. Tipping over somehow. All right. Now I have options. What's weird is I thought I went through the one at the end of the runway pretty well. I feel like it like deactivated it, and now I have to do it from this one, which is like off on the right side of the runway awkwardly. Because I remember this one worked the first time. I just drove through it, but it did trigger something. All right, this is gonna be hard to find. Oh my god, what is happening to my plane? Tail strike, wing strike. This is so hard. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right there! Yes!
Nice one.
Oh my god.
Fly to the
Yes, we got the banner! Hell yeah. Let's see it. Yes! This is so ridiculous. That was the sketchiest pickup ever. All right, we're going. All right, we need to fly. All right, just check the map really quickly. We need to fly to the southeast. We're not getting paid enough for this, man. We got the tow banner. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. This is so cool, though. Oh man, that's so hard. I don't understand why. It's just a little glitchy, that's all. It's fine, it's just a little glitchy. All right, I'm just watching the map again on this side, so we need to head over to this direction. Let the advertising campaign begin. I'm definitely gonna go in and edit that banner image file tonight and put some funny stuff on it, like Dogecoin, something like that. Gotta put something, some kind of meme on there. I'll put an X-plane banner. X-plane banner. All right, flaps up. Whoops. All right, fly a little to the left. I don't know what altitude we're supposed to fly at or anything. I don't know if it said that. All right, we're on our good heading here. It's about a 150. Just hold this heading. All right, everybody in Florida, install NeoFly. This is an advertising campaign to promote NeoFly. This is funny, man. This is cool. They just added this this mode too. This wasn't in the last time that I used NeoFly. I think they need I don't know, I think they need the logo bigger maybe. I don't know if people on the ground can tell what this is. Do they know what "we always find a way" means? Will they know it's NeoFly? A little off course. I'm gonna fly to the left a little.
Kilo India Papa, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
This is so funny. I'm starting to love NeoFly now, like just how unique these missions are, the search and rescue and the banner tow, like this is really cool.
FT Myers, approach November 21 Kilo India Papa is type 2 miles southwest of Foxtrot, Alpha Tree 7. Request, flight following.
November 21 Kilo India Papa.
Request flight following. Request you to install NeoFly. We never stop advertising.
Log 1727 Kilo India Papa.
I wonder if it adds any kind of like flight dynamics or anything where it's like the wind affects it more to like pull the tail of the plane or something. I mean, I doubt it's that advanced, but it could be kind of cool.
Copy Kilo India Papa.
This is so funny. I'm totally gonna edit that tonight. Put Dogecoin all over it. Dogecoin, or I'll put realsimgear.com on it and be like, yo, hey, Real Sim Gear, got an advertising opportunity for you guys. You could have dozens of eyeballs on your banner. All right, we're about to fly over the first waypoint. Then what we need to do is we're gonna turn to the right and head like a 270, heading straight over to the next waypoint over the water. I guess they want to advertise it to any boats that might be out there. And then we go back to the airport and land. So here on the map, you can see we're about to hit waypoint 1. And then there's another waypoint right over here. I think that's the second one we need to go to. This music seems appropriate too for this this mission type. It's chill.
Okay, transporter.
All right.
Reach the waypoint 1. Go to the waypoint 2.
All right. Right turn to waypoint 2. At about a 270 heading. It looks like it's just directly straight west. Oh yeah, there are more waypoints, you're right. Oh yeah, we have to go all the way around, it looks like. Oh yeah, there are 4 waypoints, I'm blind. All right, there's our 270. It hasn't drawn it drew a route to the first waypoint, but it hasn't drawn a route to the next waypoint. I expected there to draw a line to the next waypoint. Oh well. I don't know if this was the ideal time to fly. The people on the ground, they're facing this way. They have the sun in their eye. How are they going to see this? Oh, and only the people that can read backwards, if they're on the right side of the plane, only they can read the banner ad on the other side. This is so funny. Good job, NeoFly. This is hilarious. Yeah, it looks like we have a total of 4 waypoints. Just max on the throttle. Do this as fast as possible. It'd be funny if there was like a requirement for like a cruise speed, so you're airborne longer. Or like an altitude maximum. I don't think it said anything about that, right? Yeah, it just says go to waypoint 1. I think it might have bugged out, like when I think what happened is when I restarted the flight a few times, it probably messed with how it set up the banner ad, the toe to be picked up. So then it like put 1 on the end of the runway I was on, and then it like changed it back to put the 1 in the center. It was just a misalign. There's just some, I think it's meant to be right in the middle of the runway like it was on the first attempt. Or I guess the second attempt. When it was at the very end of the runway, that makes sense. I feel like it should just be in the middle of the runway because we're in a 152. We have like plenty of space. Plenty of runway length to pick it up. And then, yeah, it must just be a bug when it's off center like that. I'm sure they mean for it to be right in the middle of the runway. Little sunset advertising here. Oh, it looks like you only need to hit 2 points. Oh, okay. Oh, so you just choose which one you want, I guess. That's cool. Yeah, maybe when we hit this one, it'll just tell us we can go land at the airport. And let me queue that up for our landing. Naples. So I'll hit 4 on my keyboard when we are coming in for that landing. All right, we're almost at the second waypoint. I wonder what other kind of mission types the dev is going to come up with, because this is really funny. And I'll try to learn the helicopter and also figure out how to use the helicopter for the next stream. I think I want to do NeoFly again because I think this is a lot more entertaining. I mean, some of the like grass strip ones where I'm trying to land at some crazy grass strip with cloud coverage like last week, those are pretty fun too. Really challenging. There's just another element to these. They're just really unique. So I'll probably use NeoFly again next time. Probably later in the week. Tuesday is going to be the Sim Update 4 stream. So we'll check out all the improvements. All right, here's waypoint 2. I flew past it and it didn't say anything. Okay. I guess I'll just go to the third waypoint. That's weird. I flew right over it. See over here, just flew right over it and it said nothing. Maybe the icons are different. Maybe I have, see how one of them is like broken? The banner's got like a broken icon. I don't really know. All right, we'll just head over to the other one. Or maybe I'm just supposed to go land at the airport, and that's why there's only a line drawn from the airport to the banner ad. 6 miles zoom. I could be way off. Let me check here. Yeah, they're all right. Well, I had the same zoom level for that one. I mean, I was pretty far over it, pretty close to it. Let me see how close I was on the other one. Yeah, I didn't even touch the other one. I think I'm good on the distance. I think I'm not quite understanding which one I need to fly to.
November 9er, 75 Alpha, Charlie 14 miles, north inbound, visual runway 14 approach.
I'll just try the north one, see what happens. They're pretty close, so it'll only take a couple minutes to get there.
Cleared visual runway 14 approach. Altimeter tree 0.09
Advertising to all these people out here on the water, of which there are none. I don't see a single boat.
Cleared visual runway 14 approach, generic flight, Alpha Charlie.
This music is so up. Whoa. Game just froze for a second. I thought it was gonna crash. Looks like we're good. All right, heading to waypoint 3, I guess. If anyone's just tuning in, we're flying a banner, an advertising banner mission here. All right, we're almost halfway to this next waypoint. Yeah, the last thing it said was that I've passed the first waypoint. So if it says waypoint 1 reached, go to waypoint 1, but it didn't say what to do. It said waypoint 1 reached. It didn't say like return to the airport, go to waypoint 2. So I went to waypoint 2 and that didn't count. So I'm going to waypoint 3. If 3 doesn't work, I'm just gonna head back to the airport. Yeah, if it says between 2 waypoints, like, you know, it did, the only thing it drew was this blue line here, or it actually highlighted it. So I think all I had to do probably was fly to this waypoint and then fly back to the airport. But it didn't say that. So we're just being safe, flying to a 3rd waypoint, just to see if it triggers anything. And then after that, I'll know that all I have to do is fly from the airport to 1 waypoint and then fly back to the airport. But if that's the case, I'm not sure what these other 3 waypoints on the map are for. A little confusing. But we'll test it. We'll find out.
Generic November 18 Kilo Sierra 12 miles northwest inbound visual runway 14 approach. Generic November
Number
18
of
Kilo
trips
Sierra
is
Naples Tower.
0. Oh, are we supposed to fly back and forth between them over and over again? Yeah, it says number of trips is 0. I don't know what that means either. Banner hooks go to waypoint 1. Maybe we have to go back and forth like 2 or 3 times between the 2 waypoints, like from the airport to the waypoint and back, and that's 1 trip. That could be it too. Okay, we're almost at the 3rd waypoint. I don't know what's going on. And the little icons, the banner icons, have these little tiny variations in them. See, like this one has no like extra tailpiece on the end, but this one does. And then this one has like a half a tailpiece. Kinda. I don't really know. All right, we're almost flying over the next waypoint. There's a jet landing in front of us. That's cool. Traffic alert. Caution, wake turbulence. It's a little close. All right, we're about to cross over waypoint 3, or whatever this waypoint is. So either whatever happens after this waypoint, I'm going to turn back to the airport.
Clear to land runway 14 generic 8 Kilo Sierra.
I'm gonna switch up the music. Let's go with something, with some ambient music. Okay, I'm about to fly over the next waypoint. It's a little bit to our right. Yeah, it's not triggering anything. All right, we're gonna head back to the airport. Yeah, I have a feeling all I had to do is go to the waypoint A and then go back to the airport.
Tower exit jet flight 8411 miles northwest, inbound visual runway 14 approach.
Exit jet flight 84 Naples Tower. Cleared visual runway 14 approach. Altimeter tree 0.09 or 1305 at 15.
All right, we're just gonna overfly the airport, see what happens.
Cleared visual runway 14 approach exit jet flight 84.
This feels like as much flying as like a cargo trip or a rescue trip. You earn way less money. I think our payday is like $780 or something like that. And the rescue missions were like 5 to 10 grand, I think, to fly the medic out. This is more chill though. I don't know, maybe it's not, because hooking the tow line was kind of stressful. It's pretty hard.
On the runway. Wind 305 at 15. Exit jet flight 84 cleared to land runway 14. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 305 at 15.
Oh, I can accelerate, can
Clear to
I?
land runway 14 generic flight Alpha Charlie.
Actually, no, I forgot. So in NeoFly, you can, there are a bunch of different settings. One of them, I have this on survival mode, so if we crash, our pilot essentially dies and we lose the entire profile and all our money and everything. We have to start all over. I'm only really doing that because I just started it, so it doesn't really matter to me. That would be really hardcore to have that on a main profile that you've been working on for weeks or months. It'd be pretty crazy. Sounds like a pretty crazy challenge. But there's also a setting for slew mode, so it says that you can't, or sorry, for slew mode and for sim rate, so you can't use either one of those. No slew mode, no sim rate changes are allowed, so. But you can just disable those. You can choose whichever of those realism settings you want. I just chose the survival preset, which is like the hardcore preset. And I think you can also change them at any time. Like if you're doing a really dangerous flight and you're worried, you could just turn off the death mode or whatever and things like that, so. And like in the settings here, oh, maybe they are locked. Oh, they are locked. Okay, yeah, so I'm in survival mode right here, which is no sim rate, no slew mode, no crashing. I don't know what security is. I think that's like passenger comfort and safety, and then death. And then there's pro mode, and then by default, it's in custom mode, and you can turn these things on or off as you wish. There's little check boxes next to each one. But in this case, there's not, because I chose survival mode, so I take it back. You cannot turn off. You can't turn off survival mode just for one leg or whatever, one mission. All right, so we're gonna fly over the airport here. There's a jet departing right in front of us. That's cool. We should not be right behind it, but. All right, so we're about to hit right over the airport waypoint. We'll see what this does. All right, hopefully this triggers something. If it doesn't, I'm gonna circle and land. But it didn't tell us to land, so I'm really not expecting it to tell us. I'm really expecting it to say something here. I mean, we just flew over the waypoint and nothing is happening. Come on. Nope. I don't get it. All right, I think we're just gonna circle the land and see what happens.
Naples Tower, November 21 Kilo India Papa is 1 mile southeast with Kilo to land.
November 21 Kilo India Papa Naples Tower. Make left downwind runway 14. Altimeter 30.09 or 1305 at 15.
All right, left downwind for 14.
Left downwind runway 14 Kilo India Papa.
So that's pretty much the way that we're heading now. So we need to do like a U-turn all the way around the airport. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on where it hasn't told us what to do now. So I think my only other option is just to land and see what happens. All right, so 14 is down there at the end where the red lights are. All right, so 14 is on the tail of our compass, so this is 14 right there where the red lights are. So we're gonna come around this way and land like that. Left traffic. And we're a little low. We're only at 400 feet. We should be up at like 1,000 feet right now, but we'll be fine. Okay. Just keeping it about in the middle of the beam here, so that's where we're gonna land right there. It's cool how all the city lights like suddenly came on.
Land runway 14.
All right,
Wind 305 at 15.
clear to land 14. Wind 305. I'm gonna hit 1 on my keyboard to reply.
Clear to land runway 14 kilo,
Naples
India
Airport
Papa.
information kilo 00.
All right, it's out of sight. I could have turned already. Whoa, we are way too close. I don't know what's up with all the, like either the winds are crazy or something, but it's just shaking us all over the place. I was doing that earlier too. It must just be like a wind effect. Whoa, what the hell? Dude, what is it doing? Look at this. It's like hitting rudder pedals, but I'm not hitting rudder pedals. I don't know what's going on. Gusts? I don't know. What is it? It's like
Transport.
shaking me
You
left and
landed
right.
with the banner hooked. Not good for your XPI gas.
Wait, what? You landed with the banner hooked? Well, I didn't know I was supposed to unhook it.
Kilo India Papa, turn next taxi.
Or where to unhook it. Yeah, the instructions just aren't very clear, so I don't know that I didn't know that I was supposed to drop the banner off somewhere. Am I supposed to fly through the banner hook spot again? Like, I'm gonna have to do some experimenting and figure out exactly how we're supposed to do this.
121.6 for kilo, India Papa.
Mission ended. Did it say failed? Mission ended, failed. RIP. Yeah, I don't know how to do these missions. How to do the tow hook. I mean, we figured out how to hook it, which is cool. We took it to the first waypoint. But then all it said is waypoint 1 reached. Banner hooked, go to waypoint 1. Number of trips is 0. Waypoint 1 reached. And then it didn't say anything at the other 2 waypoints we went to. Nothing happened. So then I landed and then it said, you landed with the banner hooked. And then it failed the mission. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. All right, I think that's enough for today, though. Been live for almost 4 hours. It's a pretty long stream. 3 hours and 49 minutes. So I think we covered enough of an intro to NeoFly. I'm gonna keep playing NeoFly. I like Skypark a lot, but these missions are really cool. They just, I don't know, they're really unique. So yeah, I had a good time. That was pretty awesome. I want to figure out off stream tonight, probably tomorrow, I'm gonna figure out how to fly the helicopter because I haven't flown it at all. And I want to try some of those helicopter VIP missions because I think you actually land on buildings and like other helicopter like landing pad areas, which would be really fun. And then Tuesday, I'll be on Tuesday for another stream. So 2 days from today, and we'll do a review of Sim Update 4. So we'll check out all the improvements that they make to the ATC phrases and the Garmin systems, the G1000, the G3000, the autopilot. We'll check all that stuff out and just review the patch notes. And then, yeah, I'll probably end up, mattering how much of that stuff changes, I might end up putting out new versions of some of the tutorials I have if things have changed significantly. So I'll see how that goes on Tuesday. And then I'll probably be on later in the week, say Thursday or the weekend, to do some more NeoFly, try some helicopter missions, and see if I can figure out this tow mission, because I think it's really cool. Anyway, I have a link to NeoFly in the description if you guys want to download it. It's free. And Sky Park and the other add-ons are also linked down there too. Samuel, thanks for hanging out. And Merlin, sorry, Mad Merlin, thanks for the all the tips and the drone hack. That was good stuff. And yeah, thanks for chilling today. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the Sim Update 4. So hope to see you then. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Peace.